All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So,
This is Bisaya Unplug episode 2. So, again, we are your host for this afternoon. I'm Zach, and unfortunately, Neil,
Sorry.
unfortunately, Alvin wasn't able to come, so we have a substitute, but much more handsome and bubbly
grabe naman siya.
host for this afternoon.
So, guys, I'm Neil Yap. So, I'm usually behind the camera. Now I'm in front of it. So, yung experience gini siya. Pero sige, laban lang.
So our topic for this afternoon is we're going to be talking about coping up with this recent challenge that we're having in this pandemic, especially or more focused on the education when it comes to our children, the struggles of our children, as a parents, and of course, we will be having a special guest for this afternoon, somebody from Dep-ed, right?
Yes, of course.
So
yes, lisod yun kayo yung panahon nato ron, especially knowing pandemic. Yeah, as parents, we have guests right now that we can discuss about kung unsa gyud mga kaagi o kalisod sa pag-antos karon panahon na sa pandemya.
And as naandad na to, or as what we are used to every episodes, of course, we will be, aside from talking about the topic, we will be also giving you prizes. What are our prizes for this afternoon, Neil?
So karon na atay mapanghatag nga as mentioned before, our magbuwag takay nga t-shirt. We will be releasing those, and we'll also be giving out 100 pesos load for those who will be staying tuned in this broadcast.
To be specific, or to be much more specific, we will be giving at least 15 shirts, magbuwag takay 15 shirts, 15 na siya kabuk, and of course, we'll be giving 5 100 peso load.
Yes.
Alright? So, these beautiful ladies na adiri sa atong tapad are two of the parents
Sa
Santo Niño.
Mactan Montessori.
Of course. Let's introduce them. One of the parents is Miss Faye Galares.
Thank you.
Medyo mauwaw pa sila. So, let's welcome them, guys. First time. Let's welcome them. Relax lang ta. So, we'll be speaking, we'll be talking everything in casual.
Yes.
So, Miss Faye Galares, and together with Mrs. Sheila Pakibot. Alright.
Hi.
So, just a little brief background kasi Tagalog speaking sila. So, how you're from Cebu?
Yes. My husband is from Cebu and I'm from Manila.
Mm.
I grew up there, but I've been here for almost 20 years now.
20 years. So, wala pang Bisayang language na nalaman
I'm
dito?
trying my best.
Sige. Give one sentence in Bisaya format. Sige na.
Tama yun.
Sige. We'll be asking you some favors later to speak in Bisaya. All right. How about Miss Sheila?
Yeah, we're staying here for almost 6 years in Cebu, and my husband is from Cebu. I'm from Luzon, Dep-ed. So I have 3 kids enrolled in Santo Niño. Same with Faye.
Yes.
Okay, so poros kita kalazon na to
Oh,
kuan,
but-
manosblade kita ani ron sa.
Me, I'm
Hi.
trying to be a bisdak. No?
Sige. Since
Naningkamot ko.
Oh, dara. Naningkamot ko. Hello, challenge na siya. Challenge. Sige, naningkamot ko na siya. Ikaw.
Kabalo ko gamay.
Makahatag yun.
Hindi na mabaligya, oy.
All right, before we're gonna proceed, guys, by the way, for those who are viewing, please hit the like button and share this video. Please. And again, we will be giving prizes later on, and we'll be asking some surveys to you guys. What questions we will ask from our guest. So we are also monitoring here our live, and we also have our crew at the back. So don't worry. The engagement, not just from the host, but rather also will be coming from you guys. So let's start, Neil.
Let's start. So, ato na ning headset ang atong kuan na mga pang mama dire.
Before we're gonna ask them some specific questions, let's just ask them how many kids they have, unsa may mga current what we call struggles na to for for this event. So let's start with Miss
Faith.
Faith.
Yes. My kids are grade 5,
Mhm.
grade 7, and 11.
Mm,
And
okay.
they've been with Santo Niño Mactan for a really long time. So the rest of my kids, they've started since they were little babies, like
Mm.
4 years old, like that. So it's been a while with the school. So
Okay. So how about Miss
Miss
Sheila.
Sheila? Miss Sheila.
Oh, I have grade 5, grade 7, and grade 8.
Grade 5, grade 7, and grade 8. Okay.
So we've been in Santo Niño for 6 years.
Okay.
So my grade 5 started in Santo Niño, but my grade 7 and grade 8, they are transferees from Luzon.
Mm. Given that you have some transferees from Luzon, what's the difference? Sa tingin nyo, what's the difference between the educational system compared to Luzon and Cebu?
Basically, meron namang Dep-ed
Mhm.
standard.
standards.
Mhm.
So the only difference that I really enrolled my children in Santo Niño is because they don't have this mother tongue.
Mm,
Because
okay.
I know it will be a big struggle for my children because they grew up in Nueva Ecija. So they speak Tagalog.
Okay.
So if they will have mother tongue, magkakamuretsing na talaga.
There.
Magkagulo na talaga.
Magkamuritsing. Muna siya word.
Diba?
So, in fairness, your sons your children are already speaking the Bisaya language.
A little. Yeah.
A little. How about yours?
Because
My
Santo Niño
kids
is
know.
basically English eh.
Yeah.
Ah,
they
okay.
speak English,
speak
but
English.
my kids know how to speak English, Bisaya, and a little Tagalog.
Oh. So your kids mas maayo pa sila mong storya o Bisaya compared to
I
you
think
guys.
so.
Yes. They're
Okay.
better.
So, guys, if you have some questions, those who are our parents that are watching, if you have questions also to our parents, please feel free to comment down below your questions so we can share informations as well. Para two-way ang learning. We could also learn from you guys and you could also learn from us. There's no right or wrong questions or answers. Feel free to drop down whatever questions you like. Ayaw lang about kwarta kaya wa may mapautang ninyo. All right, so Neil, let's start with Miss Faye.
Let's start, Miss Faye. So, like, in the first place, Miss Faye, like, why did you choose Santo Niño for your students? For your kids?
Yes. Logistically, we live very near, like 5 minutes away.
Oh.
And I met Sunshine when we were inquiring about the school, and I really like her. And so I decided, I think I can entrust my kids with her. And that was what I did. So I did not regret. I'm very thankful that I did the right decision.
So, you can say Santo Niño is the right choice.
Yes, definitely.
You said that you're just 5 minutes away. Tama ba yung sinasabi nila na those who live near the school, yun pa yung madalas malilate?
At first, but my kids are very responsible. They wake up really early, earlier than their mommy.
Good for you. Sige. How about Miss Sheila?
I asked one of my husband's friend here in Cebu, what's the best school in Lapu-Lpau where I can enroll my kids, because we're coming from Luzon. I really don't know the background of the other school.
Mhm.
So I got it from a reference from my friend, Chona. So I think I got the best reference.
Ah.
Enrolling my kids in Santo Niño.
Di po namin sila binabayaran
Wala
po.
yan, ah.
No,
Please, ano.
Walang sponsorship sa school po.
No, no.
Kusang sinasagot nila yung mga tanong.
Yes, yes.
Alright, so let's go to our topic, our main topic niyo. It started back March when we were having some issues with this pandemic.
Yes.
Nagla-lockdown, tapos merong maraming tanong kung anong mangyayari sa school system. What's gonna happen to our school system? How would the students learn? How would they enroll? Daming questions. Now we are already here in this phase where nag-skwela na ta, si mama kay mas dako nagrado kaysa sa estudyante. So, what were our current struggles atong observations atong children when it comes to the process, how they cope up, anong mga struggles, and how would they cope up to it, Miss Faye?
Yeah, at first it was really hard for them because everything was done in the classroom. So it was really an emotional thing also for my kids because they're used to having friends while learning. And then suddenly here comes a pandemic. You can't see your friends anymore. It was one of my sons would say, "Mom, I think why am I always sad?" Like that. So it's an emotional thing for them. So I'm hoping that this would end because they have no friends. So I think, but the learning system that Santo Niño has done, it's a big help because somehow they still get to see each other, even virtually. Somehow it helps.
So you were your children were enrolled to Santo Niños for a couple of years already, and they
Yes.
already built some friends or a group of
Yes.
friends sa school.
Yes.
Do they still have contact aside from the platform or the online platform of the school? Do they contact themselves?
Yes, they do. They have groups.
Chat group.
Yes,
Na-
they have
nagpi-Facebook
chat
na sila
groups.
lahat.
Yes, yes. Suddenly.
Oh, all right.
So they already bond with their friends
Yes,
through
yes,
through
yes.
online.
So
Everything's online.
okay, so let's go to Miss Sheila here. Sige, what what are the struggles, or how do your children cope up to those struggles when it comes to the education, and of course yung sinabi nga ni Miss Faye na yung wala kang kaibigan, yung friends mo lang yung mama mo, di ba?
Yeah.
At saka kapatid mo.
Totoo yan. Actually, sadden yun eh. Hindi pa, I have grade 6 na student that time when the school announced na they will not go to school anymore the following day.
Yes.
It's just a sudden announcement. And then he's asking, Mommy, how can I graduate from grade 6? Kasi after 2 days, they said no more face-to-face.
Our
So-
sons are classmates.
Because they are classmates, grade
Yes.
6. So, talagang malungkot dahil naka-ready na sila na magmo-march, grade 6. And they have plans in their mind after the graduation. They will have party like
Yes.
that, no? So, as a parent, ayokong paramdam sa kanila na mahirap to na dadaanan ninyo. Sabi ko, let's just wait for the announcement. There might be some changes in the future. But meantime, enjoy the time being with me, not going out anymore every morning, early in the morning. So let's just enjoy our company muna. So I'll make sure that they will see something new every day in the house. Example, I don't do baking before.
Now you are.
Yeah, now I'm baking because
Lahat na ko
because I
lahat
want
na
to
pandemic.
divert their attention, seeing their mom doing something so that they can ask me to do something also. So they will wait for the day na, Mommy, you will cook this? I have a cake now, Mommy, you will not buy cake na? I will bake your cake for your birthday, things like that.
We have
Yung-
something to look
You have
forward
something to look forward every
Mm.
day because my 2 sons is playing basketball. So mahirap para sa kanila. Even in the subdivision, they cannot play because it's close. It's a close contact sport, so bawal. So anong pagagawa mo sa loob ng bahay? Kasi I allowed them to dribble inside the house. Bahala na magkagulo dyan. Sige, gawin nyo muna yung gusto nyo gawin sa loob lang ng bahay.
Okay. Di ba, for those guys who are just watching, also if you have some questions or meron kayong inquiry, paano sila, feel ko lang si Miss Faye at si Miss Sheila, kuan kino kanang gaan ka ilang loob when it comes to taking this pandemic struggle sa ato ang educational system. If you have some questions to them, kung meron kayong struggles dan sa bahay nyo, kung naamoy mga questions, how-tos, and how do they cope up, feel free also to comment down below. Shoutouts, by the way, to BSTM1 from SNMC. And meron pa si Allen Zanoria. Pa-shoutout daw, Kuya Neil.
Shoutout dyan kay Allen.
Alright, guys. So, question ko lang. What's the hardest part when it comes to learning? When it comes to learning from your children, natanaw or nakita niyo ba sila na nagsa-struggle when it comes to learning?
Yes.
Definitely. before I don't teach my children the lessons, the day-to-day lessons.
Mhm.
But since pandemic, my kids are already having struggles because it's different if the teacher sees the child eye to eye.
Mhm.
But this time, it's not really how it works online. So the kids come to me, Mom, how do we do this? Yeah, so I'll teach them. So my tutorial skills has improved.
So before wala kang tutor.
When they were younger, but now that they're in higher levels, I don't tutor them. But now, I'm tutoring them again.
The brighter side is meron nagka-strong yung bonding niyo ng son niyo.
Yes,
Ano
and I
yung mga
think it's
children niyo.
important for the parents to be there for their children now, because as much as we need to bond and to learn together, there are many more things that we can learn in this pandemic. To, as we para ba masasabi kita, Sheila? Many things to learn.
To discover.
Yeah.
Okay, one question here from Hannah Rossi. Let's address this to Ma'am Sheila. How do you dili ka ma-depress sa mga module? I mean, Santo Niño is doing module, right?
Yeah.
For higher element.
For higher
For
element. Sa,
Sila Christian.
sa experience kasi ko, grade 5, grade 7 and 8, purely online.
Purely online.
Yes. Oh. So, ang struggle lang ng mga anak ko, in my experience, is sa math. So, what I did is, since Santo Niño has this culture na it's easy to approach the advisors, just text or messenger, they're very, very responsive. So, I will ask an extra time for my kids na maturuan sila, at least 1 hour. So, ina-accommodate naman sila. Especially, hindi ko alam ituro yan. Nahirapan na ako dyan.
Absent tayo.
Absent ako. So, marami naman paraan eh. So, you just have to be honest na hindi mo makayang ituro sa anak mo yan. Baka kayang magpa-assist sa teacher, sa advisor niya. So, mas magkakaroon ng, kasi total, kayo naman teacher at saka yung bata ang nag-uusap eh. So, much better na yung teacher ang mag-explain fully kung meron hindi naintindihan yung bata. So, sa akin sa math, yun yung struggle lang nila. But, for the rest of the subject, mukhang, the way Santo Niño handled it, hindi rin naman ganoon nabigatan yung mga bata. Na naging purely, virtual lang yung discussion nila. They did it na in a way na parang nakikita pa rin sila. It's just that hindi lang physically present magkasama, no? I admire the teachers also for being passionate in expressing and also making the student understand the best that they can try to understand, mapaintindi sa bata. Mahirap eh. Kahit ako pa nanonood ako. Sabi ko,
Lalo na sa math.
Lalo na sa math. Anak, I'll call your teacher.
And with hindi naman nila pinaghandaan. But,
Oh yeah. Wala naman
before-
nakapaghanda dyan. Diba?
yeah, before everything started, I think they were prepared already by the school. So, it wasn't hard for them to learn continuously online.
Parang mura ra siguro siya ko anil kanang mura ra siya uyab-uyab nga. dili ra siya sa
lang.
teachers, but rather two-way siya nga relationship ba nga.
Yes.
We're gonna be working, ang relationship would be kanang ato siyang i-compare sa usa ka bata na dili siya mo work if isa ra ang side ang mo kuan. So speaking of that, Miss Faye, as a parents, what are your advice sa mga ubang parents? How would they cope up? I know there are a lot of parents complaining already na sila na naigradu or they are going back in time that they are also kanang nagskwela sad sila sa ilang side. What are your tips and tricks siguro how they would cope up the stress, not just on the children's end but rather on your end as well as a parents?
Yeah, schedule everything. Siguro that's the best advice I can give. Like, this time you have to eat breakfast, and then from this time to this time you have to really do the schooling. You sit on your area of the house, and then siguro the best advice also that I could give is to go back to God. Maybe nakakalimutan na nila. because of the busyness of our lives, to start praying again. If you learned how to pray before, you have to pray harder this time to maintain your sanity.
Amen, amen.
Yes, yes.
Medyo religious na tayo.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So, you mentioned that you schedule. You
Yes,
schedule. Di ba as a kid parang haven natin or sanctuary natin yung bahay because the house have lesser rules compared to school.
Mhm.
Did the children ever complain when it comes to ang strikta mo or ba't ganito nasa bahay tayo ganun?
I treat my children as my friends.
Mm.
More on best friends.
Mm.
So, I'm not as strict. I remind them, you have to be a good boy, you have to be respectful, but they treat me like their best friend. So, we don't have issues on being strict or overly strict. Like now, I know they're undergoing hard times because they don't see their friends. So, I'm a little more easy on them.
Nagtitiktak ka na din?
No? She does.
Oh, really?
With your kids or alone?
Sometimes with my kids.
Username, plug in your username.
But sabi ko, don't post that.
Sige, Ma'am Sheila, same question, we'll go. What are your advices to those parents that are struggling?
Sa akin is, kailangan number one, acceptance. Na this is the situation already. Kumbaga, alam na natin na ito na yun, mahirap to, hindi ito, lahat walang handa. So, acceptance na dadaan tayo sa isang napakalaking adjustment. So, kumbaga, iwasan na may marinig yung bata sa atin na reklamo. Kasi, once na naririnig nila yan, they will try to also, kumbaga, mapasok sa isip din nila na it's right na magreklamo rin ako magreklamo, napakahirap nito. So, kumbaga, as a parent, you will try to keep it to yourself eh. Kahit nahihirapan ka, even ako, personally, I'm always against sa mga internet nung wala yung online school. But when I learned that mag-start na talaga online school, the first thing that I did is humanap ako ng malakas na internet connection.
May nahanap ka naman.
Kasi dahil wala akong internet ang bahay namin. Before the online school, wala. They only watch movie regular lang, sa TV lang. Kasi nga ayoko eh. So I only have the pocket wifi na pag wala nang load, wala na. Walang makakakonect. Tulog na kayo, magpahinga na from school. Kasi pagod, nagba-basketball sila eh. But they have also sports. So, nung nakita kong kailangan na to, accept mo na talagang mangyayari to, that they can play also games after online school. Tatanggapin mo rin yon, yung mga pagbabago na yon. Na, kaya lang, meron pa rin discipline. But number one is acceptance from the parent side na hindi to magiging madali, pero wag mo iparamdam sa bata o iparinig sa kanila na pangit itong sitwasyon na to, hindi natin to malalagpasan, things like that. Yung bang, ano ba yan, daming modules, ano ba yan, ako na nag-aral, yung mga gano'n, yung mga bata tuloy, sabi niya, ay talagang mahirap to, so hindi na rin ako mag-ano. Pero yung bang, hanggat maitatago mo yung hirap sa bata, mapakita mo yun na normal lang yan, mangyayari talaga yan, madali lang to, kaya natin to. So, the kids will also adjust in a way na hindi yung, dahan-dahan, matatanggap din nila. Like, my kids, nung start, malungkot yung pangalawa ko eh. Kasi, very close yan sa mga kalaro niya sa laro. Sabi niya, Mami, online school is really hard. I can't see my friends. Sabi ko, but you have mommy. Sabi ko, you talk to them na. Sabi ko, you create chat group. Then you talk to each other from time to time. Video call kayo. Okay lang yung anak talagang because hindi rin naman pwedeng makita kayo. Hindi rin papayag yung parents niya, nalalabas kayo. Paintindi mo lang. Kasi may emotional side, malakas yun. So, for me, yun lang, accept mo lang as a parent na ito na yun, it will take siguro hanggang 2 years to ganito. Ihanda mo lang yung kailangan ng bata. And yun lang, ang worry ko lang din yung sa mata. Kasi sa online school, yan lang. Yan lang yung radiation, na matagal sila talagang may expose, hindi maiiwasan.
Meron lang siguro yung anti-radiation. Yung sa screen.
Yeah.
Yung screen protector. Try lang. I think that works as well.
Tapos yung salamin, Yun lang.
Speaking of stress, I know kids nowadays are kanang I don't know why, but millennials are much more focused on stress. Yung di sila marunong mag-deal, magta-turn ng 360 when it comes to coping up with stress. Di gaya natin noon na tawa lang yan, ano lang yan, harapin mo yung problema, sagutin mo yung problema, at find a solution for it, and then it okay na. With together with our friends, and of course we're with our parents before. But now, yung mga bata nagmumukmuk sa bahay, sa kwarto, nagpo-post sa Facebook at Instagram. How do you reach out, especially during this pandemic? I know deep inside those kids, meron silang ilang kaugalingon na personal stress, not just in school but also kanang mentally and physically, because nagmumukmuk lang sila sa loob ng kwarto or sa bahay nyo. How do you reach out to your children when it comes to dealing with those stress, Miss Sheila?
Ako, alam ko yung mga bata, ayaw nila yung naririnig ng kapwa kapatid nila eh. If they want to open up. So, I take time na example, pag mag-grocery ako, kahit hindi sila bababa, sasama ko yung isa. Tapos, parang kwentuhan lang na kumusta mo? Hanggang sa mag-open up na yan. Kasi bigyan mo siya ng chance na yung sarili lang niya muna yung naririnig niya. Para sa akin na. Yun yung style ko as a parent. Then next grocery time, isa naman isasama ko. So,
bonding.
Kwento lang muna kami. Para nun, kasi maghapon na kayo lagi magkasama sa bahay eh. So, dahil lahat nandiyan sila, eskwelahan na yung bahay ninyo eh. So, ang time nyo is to go out. Eh, hindi naman sila pwedeng bumaba. So, sakyan lang sila. So, habang biyahe, kwentuhan lang kayong dalawa. Kung ano-ano na yung kinikwento niya sa'yo. Na, Mommy, it's hard pala to have girlfriend, no? By this time. Yung mga gano'n na nasa thoughts pala niya.
Grade 6?
Oo, magugulat ka. Sabi ko, anak, you're thinking to have a girlfriend? Hindi naman, Mommy. I'm just saying, okay. Yeah, it's really hard. Sabi ko, kasi how can you get in touch with your girlfriend? Virtual na lang. Pwede na kayo mag-break, virtual din. And things like that. Yung mga hindi nila ino-open when their siblings is with them. Kasi they don't want to marinig ng kapatid niya.
Yeah,
kasi
siblings are
parang annoying sa kanya yun eh. Mabubisitin lang siya. After that, uy kuya, you want to have girlfriend. So, hindi naman ganun yun. Yung sa akin, yun ang style ko. Guess, alam kong kailangan may privacy din. If they want to open up to you, hindi yung meeting kayong tatlo, harap tayo, sige, anong gusto mo sabihin sa akin? Hindi sasabihin yan, alam ko eh. Sa edad nila na yan. So, mas preferred nila yung kayo lang.
Yes.
So, sa akin yun ang style ko, pag lalabas or walking sa loob ng subdivision, lakad habang naglalakad, kahit anong kwento lang. Then after that, TikTok.
Di talaga mawawala yung TikTok.
Kahit hindi ko yan, linya yan. Sige.
So, DJ Zach, let's address a question again from Melody Gonser. Let's address this to Miss Faye. As a parent, how do you determine if your child is stressed or depressed?
I believe in the power of communication. You really have to talk to them one by one. If you don't ask, you will never know. Power of listening. It's more important than to say your piece. Know what's going on in their hearts. That's what I always do. We always talk, like them. Iniisa-isa ko rin yung mga anak ko. I hug them and then I talk to them. Oh, how are you feeling, anak? And they would tell me if they're depressed or not. But so far, I am able to address it. Like, Mom, I feel sad. What do you want? What food would you want for dinner? Mom, I want roasted chicken. Okay, I'll make it. Like that. You just try to pacify them the best way you can and really communicate. Anak, it's not gonna be forever. It's only temporary.
So to Miss Melody Gonser, I think that answers your question. You have to do a personal touch para sa isang anak nyo. You cannot address everyone in one advice or in one sitting. Kasi different kahit they live in one roof siguro, they each have different personalities, so we cannot identify the issue. Sabi ni Miss Sheila, we cannot identify the issue if lalahatin mo sila. You have to add a personal touch kasi yung problema ng isa hindi problema ng lahat.
Iba-iba yung coping mechanism nila.
Oo, exactly. Dili man siguro as a parents, ikaw dapat mismo ang makakita, makahibaw sa personality o development sa imuhang anak. So you also know how to address that certain type of personality. We all love them siguro. Sa lahat ng anak natin, mahal natin sila. Pero minsan nga nasasabi nila na mas pabor kayo ni Bunso. Pero as a parents, we know magod na si Bunso is ang dapat na inaaruga ng lubos compared sa mga older siblings. Personal touch lang. For me, it's not about favoritism, it's not about sinong mas maganda, sinong mas pangit sa mga anak natin.
Sino mas matalino.
Sige, given na yan, meron talagang sa isang grupo ng pamilya, meron talagang pangit. Pero sa eyes ng parents, beautiful sila. Kahit medyo may hindi matalino, may
naman, okay.
and education in educational ng setting, pero naamagod tay innate na individual skills man sad. Those gone were those days na puro na lang school, puro na lang nasa utak. We have different skills and we excel in different ways. So as a parents, di lang to pugso na dapat top 1 ka anak, dapat top 1 ka anak. Kung nag-excel yung anak mo sa music, go ahead, support sa music, di ba? There's nothing wrong, di nato siya compare sa ibang children siguro. Kanil, i-compare kasi mong parents.
Naman siguro.
Meron ka pang hugot dyan.
Basta na pa kayo mga hinanaing sa imong parents.
Mapa, joke.
So, siguro, if you have some questions, guys, or if you have some tips also, please feel free to comment down below. And as promised, we will be giving you some prizes later on. For those people who just joined in, we will be giving 15. Sino nga t-shirt?
Katong magbuwag takay ay.
Magbuwag ta hugot nga shirt from a movie by Medyo Maldito and
Akiko Solon.
Kiko Solon. All right, that was back in the 2018. We still have their merch, so we'll be giving those 15. We'll be giving 15 shirts, and of course, 100 pesos load. Nai-rebuttal si Miss Melody Ganser. What if the child is an introvert type of a person, where he or she is not into sharing po, even in his or her own family? Sige, Miss Sheila.
Meron talagang gano'n, introvert.
Meron kang introvert na anak?
So far sa tatlo ko, parang lahat okay.
So, extra lahat.
I don't know hindi ko rin alam. Kasi minsan akala ko baka yun na lahat ng sinasabi niya, yun na yun nasa puso niya, no? I don't know. No? Hindi mo pa rin alam. Pero for me, a simple hug, minsan, kung hindi man niya masabi, umiiyak lang yung anak mo pero hindi niya kaya express, yung physical, you hug. Akapin mo na lang. Kung hindi niya masabi at hindi niya kaya, kasi introvert siya, a hug, or yung attention na yung ikaw na magulang, sensitive ka, alam mo, kilala mo yung anak mo na meron siyang gusto, hindi lang niya masabi. Pero ipaalam mo lang sa kanya, iparamdam mo lang na naiintindihan mo lang siya. Yung more on, sa akin yung hug. Ayan, minsan kasi meron din silang emotions na hindi rin nila alam kung ano yun what makes them sad. So, lalo na yung girl, sa akin, yung babae ko, ganun siya So, you want me to give you a hug? Mommy, just a hug would be enough. Okay. Hug lang.
COVID. Miss Faye.
Pandemic hug.
Miss Faye, speaking of that one, not to point fingers na siguro. Do you happen to have profiling your children, do you happen to have someone na introvert or something?
My second, he's a little introvert, but whenever he's with us, he's fun, ganyan. But when he's outside, he's very behaved. He couldn't even buy sa tindahan. He will ask his brothers to do it for him. So, Yeah, si Ian. But yeah, the power of touch. You have to hug him and make him feel your love. And you really have to communicate. You know what's good about introverts? When it's just with when the kid is with a close relative, he'll be able to open up.
Comfortable siya.
It's up to you as the parent on kung paano mo huhugutin what's inside your son's mind and heart.
Oh, so also said as a parents, even though medyo malaki yung gap natin from our children, siguro we have also to cope up with them sa ilahang current events, like for example social media, kanang parang nagti-TikTok na si mother. So also we can also profile our children with their social media accounts.
And you have to show interest on what they like.
Mm.
Know what they like. Who are their favorites? What do they play with? You have to know those things.
Roblox.
yung simpleng journaling na yan, sabi ko, anak, just this morning, Mommy, can you join me in my journaling? Oh, what's journaling, anak? You just have to read the paper and then, okay.
And importante is for you to ask them, what happened to your day? How was your sleep? Good morning. Those are very important. I didn't know. They just told me now how they value. How are you?
Oh, so there goes your answer. Basically, yun, physical love. Kanang, I don't know, there's the power of this hug man siguro that we cannot explain na when somebody hug us, we feel good.
Yeah, we feel lighter.
Well, we feel lighter even though gano. Meron ka bang kahag kagabi?
Kahit wala ka sinasabi.
Okay. Kahit, even though, sige, let's put it in a setting na
Comforting kasi
friends
yun.
lang,
Yes.
friend-to-friend basis. Even though, gibuwagan kagikan. Example nil, gibuwagan kagikan.
Sige,
Which
gibuwagan
I know,
kagikan.
di yun na siya mahitabo. Kaya medyo gabuwagan. Kay dato ka. Sige, palitan example, gibuwagan ka and you're really emotional about it and kanang,
Yan, alam ko yung circumstances nga, sakit pa po siya i-share, a simple hug would do.
Simple hug will do. Bisag, naman ko say, nasa tay friend nga tabian sa kayo, nga kusog kayo mo advice. Which is, wala ma-retain from that advice. Kay during that time when emotion is heightened, kanang wa man jud kay madungog. Wa kay ma-absorb. And what makes us feel good is just a simple hug. And gaya nga, a simple how are you, a simple touch of kanang you care for her, you care for him would mean a lot to them na siguro.
Yeah, in short, ang ma-answer gid ato, just be there. Even if they're not willing to share, just be there by their side.
Yes.
Para when they fall, at least you can catch them already.
Oh.
Ayun.
Parenting ni Nelly na gugma-gugma ha.
Say yung gyapo.
Sige.
May hugo.
Ato ibutang.
Parang galing sa kanya yun.
Iba.
Shout outs to Floreza Lacarza Mahuyop, 11 Innovation. Pa-shout out Lodi Jelkin Zaldi and Jethro Baring. And also, Christy May Varquez. Mary Antoinette Duterte, especially sa ingon ana about love life, di maka-open up sa parents daw. How do you, palitan, you got 6 years old, right?
Grade 6.
Grade 6, oh, okay.
Grade 7.
Sorry.
Grade 7 is like nasa around 15?
15, oh. Diha na sila mo start og interest og love. O kana. How do you let them open up kanang when it comes to na sila crush, na nanguyab? Is it, ang inyong grade 7, imong grade 7 kay babae, lalaki? Lalaki. So, may crush na siya. Paano liligawan? They started to wear deodorants and perfumes already. So, how do you extract those informations that they would feel comfortable?
Yeah, talk to them first about their interests. And
May
then,
crush na ba?
yung isa nagka-girlfriend before, but I cannot say. Lagot ako
Sige.
sa anak ko. Before he had a girlfriend, ayun, at first, you ask for the interest. So, how was your basketball? Ganyan muna. Tapos, and when he's feeling comfortable, tsaka mo i-ask yung girlfriend thing. Oh, so do you have a girlfriend? And sometimes I get surprised. Yes, mom, I do.
Simple as that.
At least open.
Really? So, ganon. And then, as a parent kasi at first parang my
Awkward.
son, I'm old. Ganyan, but as you learn to accept, but never tease them.
Oh, yun.
Never. Just be there for them. When they ask you, you have to be ready for your
Parang
advices.
normal lang.
O parang chill ka lang.
Chill ka lang.
Miski medyo kinakabahan ka.
Parang medyo, may kakasya siya. Ay.
Yeah, yun nga. Gain the trust. Tapos, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Don't tease them. Don't make them feel uncomfortable sharing with you, siguro. Because the moment they're gonna feel uncomfortable, they'll be forever not be sharing you those
Yeah.
information, and which is quite scary, especially when at a young age,
Yes.
diba? Just let them know that you're there for them, even though tutol ka kasi bata pa sila. We have to accept the fact that nowadays, nagka-crush na yung 10 years old. Dati concern lang natin plastic balloon, Chinese garter, duwa pa, Yu-Gi-Oh, sa panang uban diha sa una before, but now meron na si crush, may K-pop na, may na-access na kasi lahat sa social media. And I admire also Miss Sheila nga binabawalan niya talaga yung children nila for internet when it comes to internet or online access, but somehow there's a good and bad with the internet access siguro. As long as it's controlled. Meron naman siguro kayong ngayong child restriction, 'di ba? Yung nako-control ng phone mo, yung mga phone access ng mga anak mo. So we do have that one. So if you want to learn about it, you could also Google or maybe search sa mga search engine how to do that one, kasi so you would know what are anong ina-access ng mga anak nyo, and you would also restrict those not kind of good websites. Yung websites na ayaw mo. When was asa ka nagtanaw ka tong website?
Wagay ko.
So before we're gonna end this section, this part siguro, any shout outs to give?
Hello, Mamshies.
Yung mga anak mo.
My children.
Sige, name
Hello,
one by one.
Gishan, and Marco.
Alright.
I love you guys.
Oh, hello, Kalyana, Claudius, and Cornelius. And also to Kalyana, yung YouTube channel ng anak ko. Meron siya.
Oh, sige, plug it.
Kalyana, ano ba yun? Yun yan, Kalyana.
Spell for the people.
Caliana.
Alright.
Guys, subscribe.
Please subscribe.
And the bell button.
And hit the bell button.
Yes.
Mga ganyan.
To be notified as soon as it.
May video ka ba doon?
Nahagip lang.
Alright. How about just to wrap things up, a little bit advice to parents, children, and also if you have anything to kanang gusto nyong marating sa Dep-ed siguro when it comes to this situation. Because we will be having a Dep-ed guest later
Yes, we'll
on.
have it. It's
So,
our special guest.
any of those yung children nyo, advice to parents, tapos any clarifications or anything that you would parang comment or anong term nun? Suggestion to Dep-ed siguro. Let's start with Miss Sheila.
Ako, advice ko lang sa mga teachers, sana wag kayo mapagod. Try to find time also to renew from time to time your energy in teaching our children. And to the parents, let's just accept the situation na ito na talaga yon, and try to adjust na in a way na yung mga anak natin matutunan din nilang mag-adjust kasabay tayo. And to the Dep-ed, ang clarification ko lang is, are we pushing through with the face-to-face ba by next year, by next school year, or hindi? If not, paano kaya yung mga nasa malalayo na lugar, na anong pwedeng mas ma-improve pa, since kahit pa paano siguro by this time, nakita na natin yung kulang, especially sa mga public schools, no, na walang internet access. Then ang hirap din ng modules, no, na paano baka pwedeng merong paraan through TV na ma-access yung information na sabay-sabay na makukuha, kasi napakadali pag TV Kasi hindi mo na kailangan ng internet. Baga, meron bang pwedeng isang show doon na sabay-sabay mapapanood ng mga bata na maituturo ng Dep-ed yung isang subject na ito? Baka pwede. Posible ba yun? Yun lang yung request ko sana sa Dep-ed.
So we'll be asking those questions when we have our special guest from Dep-ed.
Kasi by this time, meron na rin mga
So please stay tuned for this
inputs,
answer.
no, from the modules na ngayon dinadaanan ng mga estudyante sa public.
Okay, how about Ms. Faye?
Yeah, pandemic is a time for discovery. I don't see it negatively. It's a time for us to see what our other talents are. So aside from the academics, what else can you teach our children? Maybe you can help us.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so don't worry. We will be having our Dep-ed representative that will be. We will be also be interviewing, and we'll be hearing from their side as well. And rest assured, we will be getting your inquiries and suggestions across to them so that they would also know your side as a parent. And also, guys, if you have also some inquiries and questions, as early as now, feel free to comment down below. Comment lang what are your suggestions and questions for Dep-ed. And we still got parents and also on the student side, we will be guesting Chikitings later on.
Of
So
course,
that
students from our very own Santo Niño Mactan Montessori. So stay tuned.
so you would also know what are their sides siguro. Kundi sila nag-open sa ilang parents, we will be knowing now.
So before tamo proceed sa atong mga Bisaya songs, I think these are some of the students here in Santo Niño nga atong i-shout out po from 12 Excellence, from 11 Nobility, from daghan gid sila. So atong mga students nananaw gid diri. Ato butag doon from nagitay from grade 7 Solidarity, from grade 12 Gratitude, and grade 11 Innovations. So sa katong mga wa na mention, comment down below para ato niya mabalik. So let's proceed to our song while we take a short break.
Okay. So while we take our short break, guys, we'll be providing you local artists, local songs from
Tagmihan.
Tagmihan.
Aban Daghiman by their cover When It Rains. So magsadsad sa tagamay.
Okay, so stay tuned. We'll be having more fun and guests later on, and we will be providing you some prizes. Feel free to, again, please like or heart or react or share this video, guys. Please lang, so that this is not just for Santo Niño's school. We are reaching out to everyone so that we could get our information and topic across. This is not just for the our topic for this afternoon are, yes, of course, the educational system, online class and everything, but we are also supporting local talents here at Cebu. Stay tuned. We'll be having some more products, talents, and everything. While waiting, here's When It Rains by Tagmihan. Bye-bye! Say bye-bye!
When it rains on this side of town, it's such a ikaw masayo paminahon mo kay kung pananglit hirap mo ang kapanumpaw pasalig ko ug kung galing kalit kang mubiya di ko kapugngan walog ni mga luha kay ikaw akong himaya handumon ko matagkaronog o niya ikaw lang itugyuta akong pinangga pulang kangit ni nagiduyugan sa ulan sa kalit lang nahanaw ang bidlisyo sa adlaw huwag kahayag sa imong panagway nga naulipon sa paminawa tapos kong gugma nga kanimo akong igasa dili ko man mahatag ang tanang bahandi ining kalibutan na paninday gaintaw ulipon sa gugmang giyatay
And we're back. So, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. And of course, this is Bisaya Unplug episode 2. And we will be having more guests for this afternoon. And I'm so happy. Lipay kay ko, kay naabot yun akong partner. Unsa ka ni siya? Let's listen to him.
May hapon sa tanan. Welcome to the second episode of Bisaya Unplugged. Sorry kayo, medyo na late lang kay natay mga academic pod nga mga gibuhat no academic no
Academic.
Yeah, oo. And then speaking of academic, we are so blessed because karong hapuna ganina a while ago nakita na ato nagyong nadunggan ang kuan pod ang mga sentimento sa atong mga parents as far as online or the distance learning education is concerned. And speaking of academe partner, natay bag-o nga guest.
We are so honored.
Yes, honored gud kay takinigahin gyud og oras ato ang usa sa representative sa ato Department of Education diri sa Dakbayan sa Lapu-Lpau.
And with no further ado, dili na nato dugay-dugayon. Please help me welcome Miss Tess or Teresita. We call him Miss Tess Bandalon.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Tess. How are you? Kumusta?
Fine. Actually, I'm very happy to be with you today. I really want to share the information from the Department of Education that is being tasked by my superintendent to the field, especially to the learners, to the parents, as well as to the community as well.
Because tinuod gyud no kay especially at this time nga puros man tawa kasagang. I believe that the pandemic is one of our caught off guard moments nga everyone wa gyud nakapangandam and usa sa atong mga frontliners aside sa atong mga medical frontliners no working in the hospital at the Department of Health, usa gud sa ato ang apektado kaayo nga sector is the education sector. And it is the Department of Education nga naa gyud sa frontline in addressing and preparing systems and in making sure nga mapahimutang ang tanan, especially sa atong edukasyon no in the new normal. So Ma'am Tess, di lang natudugay-dugayon. First thing,
Dugay-dugayon lang. Sige, go.
Bitaw, unsa man ang ato ang kuan? Can you please tell our viewers unsa ning distance learning education, unsa ning atong bag-ong setup karon sa atong edukasyon because of the pandemic?
Actually, distance learning is not new to Dep-ed. karon lang with this time, we focus more even in the urban areas, we are applying the distance learning due to the problem of the COVID-19. But years before, we started the distance learning in the rural areas, in the urban areas, mostly in the hinterlands. We already have the distance learning delivered by our ALS and our alternative delivery mode of education. But right now, with this pandemic that we are facing, Dep-ed is, as what you have said, we are caught off guard with the recent trend of the health problems we're encountering right now. So, actually, the school year was extended. The opening of the school year was extended. Basically, school year will really start with the second week of May because teachers will be reporting to schools for the Brigada Eskwela. So, first week of June will be the regular classes without the problem, existing health problems. But right now, the Department of Education decided that we're going to open the classes as we move forward from April, May, because March is the month that really affected the Department of Education. Actually, we don't have the graduation.
Yeah, that's true.
Other schools conducted the virtual graduation. Others, no graduation at all. But we still distributed the diplomas, the certificates to the students, especially for the graduates. Comes summer, April and May, the Department of Education tried to check on how we're going to do it, especially if there will be no face-to-face conduct of classes. The first thing that Dep-ed prepared is we look into the competencies that we have. That is the same competencies being followed by the private schools and the public schools.
Yeah, that's true.
So, from the competency there, we get the competencies which are lumped into more or less, we can lump competencies, 2 or 3 competencies into one. So, we called it before we have that one, that's the curriculum of the Department of Education. Now, we get the competencies which could be given in just 2 to 3 days. Bali na lump na siya. We have the MELC, which is the most essential learning competencies.
Wow. Okay.
So from there, we can adjust our lessons to be given to the learners, especially in this time of pandemic. So we are focusing on the essential. Essential. For example, in English, we have taken more or less 50% of the competencies because some competencies are redundant. So from there, Dep-ed found out that we can move to this part, we can get this one, we can forward to this one, so that's it. From the most essential competencies, we divided it to the number of weeks.
Okay.
Because we are trying to work into the alternative delivery mode. We called it ADM. That's alternative. Because there will be no face-to-face interaction, we're going to deliver the classes, could be online, could be digital offline, and we are called that blended learning. Okay. They can choose. So how the Department of Education design? How do we do it? Paano namin malalaman na ang bata hindi parehiyang sa ganito? So when we start doing the survey, because we conducted survey to the learners, to the parents, through online, others through text. So in every school, they design their own learning continuity plan. Because the department doesn't want that there will be a cutting of classes for one school year.
Yeah.
So every school, they design their own learning continuity plan based on the surveys. Okay?
That they've
From
conducted
their learners.
personally. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So, basing on their learning continuity plan from there, in every school, there is no specific modality given.
Okay.
They can choose learners. For example, if you have 2,000 learners, 500 of which will go offline. That means they could be choose digital offline. They can bring their flash drives, their any material wherein they can load the lessons.
Oh, okay.
It could be offline modular. They can get the printed modules that is being financed by Dep-ed. Zero monetary collection from the parents and the learners. Or they can opt to choose online classes.
Yeah.
So, ang nangyayari ngayon, in isang school, may offline modular sila, print modules, may offline digital, at saka may online classes. Tatlo. How are we going to do it? Since we focus on the most essential, the Department of Education trained teachers, especially the master teachers, the education supervisors, on how we're going to design the module. Okay. So the module, especially in the division of Lapu-Lpau City, we have 3 kinds of modules. First, we have the print module given to the learners. We have the video lessons. Still, what material transpires in the printed, the same in the digital. Then another is we have the digital offline, wherein we can put the material to the flash drives, and the learners, if they have what they call
Like
smart TVs at
computers,
home,
yeah.
they can have it.
Yes,
So from there, we are trimming down the number of hours. For example, in English, for the senior high school, they should have at least 80 hours per semester. So more or less, that's 1 hour per meeting. So for the discussion, it will be shortened for 15 minutes. That could be online discussion or modular discussion, printed. May mga synopses, may mga context tayo dyan na ilagay before they can start with the material. Then after that one, they're going to, it's either they're going to take the picture of the material, send to the teacher, or they can submit their printed material to the schools, still following IATF guidelines.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's what we are doing in the Dep-ed Lapu-Lpau City. Then other questions like, for example, how are you going to design the module? The Department of Education has already template.
Okay, for you to follow.
Naka-template na yan. So, ilalagay lang ng mga teacher fit for the learners. From now, with this one, since we are addressing different learners, different year levels, so we are focusing now on the differentiated instruction. Bali, pwede pa mamili yung bata. Pwede siya, they can get as whatever the printed, she can answer the paper, or she can do online classes with the teacher. Okay? But for our online, we only limited to 30 minutes per day. For example, 30 minutes for one subject, then the next subject, another 30 minutes. More or less, exposure of the learners will only be 2 hours for the entire day, because that's the department order.
Okay.
Okay? Especially for the younger learners. So now, other questions, for example, us in the department, how are we going to teach the skills to the learners, especially for the senior high school, the tech voc track, how are you going to do it? The teachers, they prepared modules with accompaniment of video lessons, for example, for SMAW, for cookery, wherein the children can view the skills and they can practice at home. But we are seeing to it that the skills stipulated in that milk should be followed.
Okay.
Okay. So, bali, medyo it's more lighter version of the application of the skills, but still the competencies are there. Okay.
So that answers the question our parents a while ago, Neil, was asking. How would Dep-ed address not just the academic part of education but also the skill-wise?
Yeah.
So Dep-ed is already naghaing na sila og naghaon na sila og some action plans when it comes to developing the skills. Matud nga ni Ma'am Tess, it's more on video miss, no? Virtual. We also have questions here, Ma'am Tess, which was asked also by the previous parents before. Do we happen to have any visions when will be the kanang back-to-back na face-to-face na yun?
Okay. So, since we are not really, we are not really doing things away from the Department of Health, because we move forward. We need to move forward. Be it with the COVID-19, without COVID-19, we need to educate. We need to continue. Because a month that the learner will be exposed to all play without learning, all they're going to stay at home without doing anything, that can still affect their development. So for now, here in the division of Lapu-Lpau City, we are trying to visualize what will happen. For example, since our positive cases are lowering down, I think we are just trying to visualize if we can start the face-to-face classes in the islets and in the island schools because of the no transmission rate, lower COVID cases there. But we still waiting for the approval of the Department of Health. And another is, if we're going to have the face-to-face classes, it will not be with limited number of learners per day. For example, 10 learners for this time, then going out, then another 10 or 15 learners, because we are also applying the distance requirement,
social
distancing by the Department of Health.
So ma-shorten po ang time ang school period time frame ana.
Yes, mas shorten, but that will be still augmented by the presence of the print modules.
Okay.
Because aside, even though they're going to have the face-to-face for 30 or 15 minutes a day, just to win back the hearts of the learners to going back to school. Because it is really very different that they're in school, because they're going to talk with their same age gaps, same group, friends, barcadas. So we are trying to initially offer them to go back to school, but with limited learners. But still, they're going to use the modules. Maybe they're going to be in school for the instruction are going to do it. Okay, for the enhancement, because not all learners, especially in the public school, not all parents can help the learners. So we need to. Right now, in some of our schools, they are doing even house visitation for the learners. If they're going to have problems and they're going to cope with the modules because their parents cannot help them, still the teacher is visiting the learner, but that will be on a limited period of time. For example, 20 minutes introduction with the learner. Still, but health protocols is still followed.
Okay. Ma'am, I just have a concern. I think usa sa mga kanang grabe good kaayo nga issue no as far as modular and online or distance learning education is concerned. Sikat man gud kay ni ron, especially with the advent of social media and technology. I think daghan gud kaayo ang mga mag-post og mga kanang modules that was made by Dep-ed nga mga sayop na mga kanang na ay mga issues ba when it comes to its structure, to its grammar. What's your take on this, ma'am? Especially nga kana we've been receiving mga kana bitang bashing, only bashing from the community about ngayon ani wa ba na ni agi og gatekeeping. What's our take on that, ma'am?
Actually, we are very happy in the division of Lapu-Lpau City because we're not using the national developed modules.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I was sent here because I was in charge of the learning resource management of our division. We in the division of Lapu-Lpau City, we really developed, crafted,
Your
and we
own?
quality, yes.
Okay.
With the assistance of the teachers, the master teachers, and the education program supervisors. They are grouped, for example, in English.
Alright.
In one group, they have their term of writers, they have their editors. So after they're going to prepare the module, they're going to give us to our section. We're going to run it through Grammarly check, plagiarism check, that's online checker. Okay, because we invest a lot in Lapu-Lpau City.
Alright.
Okay, that's
good
with
to
the
know.
university.
Yeah.
So, luckily, I don't know, but from time to time, we check the modules in other schools within the city. We don't met any questions because mostly, human as we are, we commit errors.
Exactly.
But one way of the Department of Education helping us cope up with this recent problem that we have also the error watch.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an online, offline material. They can have it, and they can take the pictures, encircle the misspelled words, encircle the wrong grammar, then send it to the error watch so that we can correct.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
That's nice.
actually, even though we focus on the module development for more or less 4 months before we publish it, still teachers can commit errors. But if they're going to connect with us in the office, we're going to say them, try to log your complaints or your corrections on the error watch. Then from that time, we're going to check, we're going to correct and send correction.
Yeah. At least we're able to shed light ba on issues nga concerning the structure of our modules kay mao usa sa mga issue, you
Yes,
know,
yes.
and then it's good to know that here in the division of Lapu-Lpau City, we've been observing good fact checking and making sure nga the module is good, the module is crafted well and grammatically correct, as you've mentioned nga moagi gid siya plagiarism test, grammarly test, and it's good to know nga. And it's also good to mention nga kanang kaniday ato mga modules are designed per division.
No,
Yeah?
actually, the National Office of the Dep-ed was able to upload modules for us to use, but luckily, it's too late. Okay.
okay.
That's
So
a sad
we in the
part of it.
Department of Education sa Lapu-Lapu, we opted to design our own
Okay.
following the specs, and that's the ADM guidelines. We follow it.
Okay. So that's your initiative.
That's the
Okay,
initiative.
okay.
Mostly division officers are doing their own material.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
And
good to
our
know.
modules could also be accessed online in our portal, dep-ed.lapu-lapu-city.net. And we also have the offline version of our modules could be found in the phone. May mga offline version kami. So, pag wala kayong internet, they can still view the modules, they can still answer the modules, doing it offline because may mga phone na kailangan dalhin nila sa schools, di-install ng teacher doon yung mga modules namin.
Okay, Ma'am Tess, I think one of our viewers, or two of our viewers, have also questions concerning to the modules. And by the way, guys, if you have some questions, honored na kita na Ma'am Tess is with us right now.
Yeah.
So feel free to drop down whatever comment or suggestions or questions you have there in mind with you guys. Ma'am Tess, this is about the module. It's a template. It's from physics, Ed Abeliana, and also coming from Mary Antoinette Duterte. The question goes, is the template for module prepared by Dep-ed can be used by the private schools? And where was that? What's the second question again? There we go. Can the private school teachers use the template module created by Dep-ed? And if yes, where can they access or get the copies of it?
Okay. Modules from the Department of Education is free of plagiarism because we ask permission, everything is done before being published. For the private schools here in Lapu-Lapu City, we have given them the template of the modules. And other schools also invited me, being the head of the quality assurance, that to talk how they're going to develop the modules. But other private schools also, they buy e-books and everything.
Yeah.
For
in
those
the
private schools na wala matagaan, ma'am, asa nato sila makukuha?
If they are in the division of Lapu-Lapu City, they can visit my office.
Oh,
Dep-ed.
wow,
But
that's
if they are from other divisions, sorry, I cannot answer for that.
Oh, yeah, if sa division,
Lapu-Lapu, yes.
Lapu-Lapu.
You can visit. We are telling that to the private schools.
You can always visit.
You can visit the center.
Yeah.
You can have the material as a sample. You can do it. Yes, we can give you.
okay, so all teachers that are watching, yes, it's clarified already. If you want a copy of those modules and all those educational materials, feel free to drop by Dep-ed office at Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah.
And Ma'am Tess is much more willing to help you about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. And then, ma'am, education in the new normal is in one way or another associated with mental health right now.
Yeah.
Because we've been seeing news reports about students, of course, ko ganahan nga mo undermine pod sa efforts of the teachers and the educators here in the Philippines in crafting the modules, but naamong gud tay mga balita na nga nadunggan, nabasahan, atong nalantawan nga mura bitaw suicide is associated with the modules.
Okay.
What's the take of Dep-ed on that particular issue, ma'am?
Actually, I cannot speak with the entire country, but I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
speak gladly with the Lapu-Lapu sa television. We are very happy that there are no instances here in the city that committed suicide because of the module. Another is 3 years before this pandemic comes in the country. Lapu-Lapu City Division has already crafted a program which is called Dep-ed Lapu-Lapu City Cares, wherein there is a monthly meeting with our youth development officer, with the school governing SSG, monthly meeting with the learners wherein they can open up. Okay, with the guide of the guidance counselor. But if the topic is too sensitive, they can go directly to their guidance counselor. We have the Dep-ed care box in the schools wherein they can write their queries, their problems, if they want to talk one-on-one with the guidance counselor, if they want to talk with their peer, the SSG officers, or if they want to talk to the teacher. May mga boxes kami sa school, Dep-ed Cares box. Next is right now with the pandemic, we add more activities for them. We conducted training to the parents, to the teacher on mental health.
Okay.
As directed by Dep-ed. We also have modules for them still guidance program, still focusing on mental health, given by the Department of Education. And successfully, we conducted almost for 8 months straight FB Kamustahan Live.
Okay.
Once a month for the learners, wherein they have their simple activity, they can chit-chat with their friends. That's live.
Yeah, ma'am, I would like to commend Lapu-Lapu City Division for formulating an activity or a program like the one you mentioned earlier, the Dep-ed Lapu-Lapu City Cares,
Yes.
in which they're given the opportunity to talk to their guidance counselors, and you always make it a point that our educators, including our SSG officers, are able to have a thought exchange ba on how do we cope up, especially with the stresses in the academe. Ma'am, I would like to ask, how are you transitioning nga kato, di ba, katong Dep-ed Lapu-Lapu City Cares program ninyo that was conducted mga 3 years ago pa, and that time
Continuously until now.
until now, even until now. And how are you doing it in the new normal?
In the new normal, actually, before, it is focusing more on the SSG officers, helping the students, and the guidance counselor. Now, all the teachers are trained.
Alright.
For example, if they have observed a problem with the learner, they can go directly to their class advisor. No need to go to the guidance counselor. Bale, we started with a few people helping the learners, especially for schools. Now, we educate and we train, retool our teacher. We call it retooling and upscaling of our teachers to be able to help with the learners. Okay. Bale, yun na. Then, nakafocus din yung dalawang youth officer namin sa city. Meron kami sa Dep-ed. They are roaming from school to school.
Okay.
So they can gather reports, for example, students who drop out school, students who didn't go to the classes, or not getting their module, not attending their online classes. So the teacher have the time to visit the learner.
Okay.
That's the time we're going to house visitation.
Because it's always different nga when you attend seminars on mental health, because pwede rin gud na makalimtan, pero it is more bitog, it's more intimate when there is someone that nga you can talk to.
Yes.
No, I think mao na yun na kinahanglan sa atong mga students, especially for any individuals going through mental health crisis or problems, nga they really need someone to talk to. Ganun bitong at the end of the day, they would know nga naay mga taong modawat
Yes, we
nila,
need to
may
listen.
maminaw nila, and they have a shoulder to lean on, to cry on. Yeah.
For those other divisions that are watching with us, not just in Lapu-Lapu City, hopefully we can mirror Lapu-Lapu City's initiative when it comes to handling the stress or that type of situation with our learners, not just in our learners but also with our teachers.
Yeah.
Because dili ra siya pwede i-neglect.
Yeah, that's true.
It's increasing actually in the Philippines, our stress counts siguro here in the Philippines. Di siya inana kasi pwede rin nato baliwalaon.
Yeah.
Other divisions we could also have those initiatives siguro kay it's not yet too late. We could also reach out to Lapu-Lapu's Dep-ed siguro so that you could also ask their own opinion or advice how to mirror their initiative as well. So ma'am, I have another question here for you. What's Dep-ed's take on, are we calibrating all the schools and the teachers with regards to methods of teaching for this kind of learning set up there is a Lapu-Lapu?
Actually, before the opening of classes, on the summer period, we conducted a series of virtual training for the teachers from the national to the regional level to the school level up to even the parents. We conducted virtual meetings, conferences, while the teachers, they are given training on how they're going to conduct lessons using the Google Classroom. They're going to use the Zoom in the meetings. Because we in the Dep-ed right now, we're conducting meeting virtually using Teams.
Okay.
Because all of us have Teams account for Dep-ed. So for the learners, we use the Google. Simpler version for us to use. Then the Zoom, that's the two basic things that they're doing for the online teaching. And another is the teachers are already given enhancement training on how they're going to deal with differentiated instruction.
Okay.
They're going to prepare them aside from the module, that we are given, designed by the teachers also for all the learners. They enhance the material. They are called they enhance the material. For example, for these 50 learners, not all of them of the same pacing.
Yeah,
So they
that's
can
true.
add more material. Could it be an enhancement? Could it be a remediation material? That will be designed by the teachers because from time to time, since October 5, they reported in schools. So they are doing materials for the learners to help out, to reach out to all the learners so that no learners will be left behind.
Yeah, because that's the motto of Dep-ed.
Yeah.
Walang batang maiiwan.
Maiiwan.
That's
That's
always
true.
the motto and that's always the mantra.
Speaking of that one, I know I really commend Lapu-Lapu's initiative when it comes to learning and everything. In general, ma'am, is Dep-ed Philippines manning or watching over all the divisions when it comes to this kanang kalisod na to karon?
Yes.
Are they watching over
Yes.
us? Are they doing a follow-up as well?
Yes, sir. Because we are following the same Dep-ed order and same Dep-ed memorandum all throughout the country. Bali yung mga division may kanya-kanya silang initiative
But
to add more what is being
implemented
by the Dep-ed because
Yeah.
we cannot move anything, we cannot do this one without following the Dep-ed order. All divisions have their own initiative. It's only basic for us in the Department of Education that we're going to follow the Dep-ed order.
Yeah.
For example, the number of hours that we're going to expose our learner to online classes. That's being mandated in the Dep-ed order. So
Okay.
we cannot go away with it. We're going to follow. Then the modules that's being mandated in the Department of Education, we have the Dep-ed order, how we're going to do it, the specs we're going to follow, and what are the quality assurance that we need to conduct before we're going to publish it. All the divisions in the entire country are following. It's that ang nakakaiba lang, depende na yan sa division. And we're going to add to
more,
that.
yeah, or supplement what is already there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bali mga initiatives na yan, especially if you are in an urban areas, the local government are very open and they are doing all the help. Actually, we don't have any problem in the reproduction of the modules aside from the funds given by the Department of Education, National Office. We also have funds from the local government to ease our burden in the preparation of the material for the learners.
Okay. Sige, final question for me, ma'am. As I mentioned earlier when we started our interview, this is, I consider, one of our caught off guard moments. Wata kasagang, wata ka pangandam, wa sa andam ani no. So, we are happy, we are blessed to have you this afternoon because in one way or another, we're able to see and we're able to know unsa ang mga gibuhat sa Dep-ed sa pag-cope up aning new normal nga setup. So I just want to ask, what are our ways forward? Considering nga na-establish na ni, ginahinayan na nato, what are our ways forward? Unsa pa nga itong i-expect from Dep-ed?
Actually, in Dep-ed, we are thinking that we're going to move forward with this problem 2 to 3 years from now. Okay? Because this could not be easily eliminated in the country. So aside from this one, for example, right now, we are going in through the different competencies that we need to still examine, redo, check what are the materials we need to prepare. And Dep-ed is actually doing the preparation for the schools. Aside from the material that we're going to give to the learners, we are slowly penetrating to the community. We are helping DOH to explain what's this pandemic all about. Why is it that they need to help us in the delivery of instruction? Because in the module, parents need to help out. But another way how Dep-ed do it is that just a simple text away. If the parent cannot do it, they can text the teacher. They could meet. They could talk about it. And mother teacher may opt to design simpler materials for the learner. Because our module is not one fits all. Okay? We are moving forward addressing the differences in the learners. Because there is no person that the same. So we need to focus. We are focusing on a child-centered education. That child is important to us, not the modules, not the curriculum, not the instruction, but it's the child, the development of the child. So from there, if we found out that this child needs more assistance, we can design specifically for that child. You can group them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Dep-ed. Then moving forward for Department of Education, we are trying to make more materials accessible to the learners, not only to the learners in the city, but also learners in the hinterlands,
Yeah.
learner in the islets.
Islands, yeah.
Because they are usually, if we're not going to include them,
You'll be-
sila ang mas kawawa. But in Lapu-Lapu, I'm 100% sure that all materials here in the mainland is already distributed in the islets.
Yeah.
Because of the shorter time of travel. What are the program here in the city, in the mainland Lapu-Lapu, is already cascaded to all the islets in the city.
That's very nice to know. And after all, one maguning kanang two-way maguning edukasyon.
Exactly.
No, it's not only the job of our teachers but also the family and the community as well.
So guys, for those guys who are watching, let's not di na to kalimtan sa atong una-una siguro na education is not about the teacher, it's not
Yeah.
about the parents, but it's for our children.
Yeah.
Ano lang siguro. Lesser complaint because our children would also mimic or mirror our complaints.
Yeah.
Let's just work hand in hand together with the teacher, together with Dep-ed, as a parents. Let's work together to achieve a goal which is developing our children siguro when it comes to academic wise and skill wise.
Yeah, that's true.
Pas na taan ng face na magsigig reklamo siguro. Let's not mimic our children
Yeah.
being millennial nga reklamador po kayo.
Reklamador, oo.
Sa kayo. So, let's work hand in hand. Communication is the key.
Yeah.
Reach out to your teachers, reach out to everyone that could help you about it. And I know for a fact that if you're gonna reach out to your teachers, and teachers would also reach out to Dep-ed, they are very, very much willing to help about it.
That's true.
Ano lang, tinabangay lang ta. Atong balikon, atong katong bayanihan spirit as a
Bayanihan spirit.
Filipino.
Yeah. Okay. Murag, I just remembered a quote partner in ma'am nga na ako'y nabasahan and marbitag it created an impact in my mind and heart nga ningon to nga it's better to raise strong children than repairing defective adults. So this
Exactly.
is the best time to prepare our children and mao ni nga kitang tanan magtinabangay para maedukar gyud atong mga bata even in the current setup that we have right now. Daghan kayong salamat ma'am Tess.
So, ma'am, before we're gonna end, ma'am, any messages for
Yeah.
our teachers, parents out there, and also our learners?
Okay. For the parents, Dep-ed Lapu-Lapu City Division is open 24/7. If you have queries, problems, go directly to the numbers being posted in our gate, in the office. You can connect to that number, or you may directly visit the district offices, 10 district offices in the entire city. And to the learners, please bear with the present problem that you are facing, especially for the senior high school students, because it's a burden for them. Mostly senior high school students are telling, Mom, it's really hard because of this a lot of things that we're going to prepare. Remember, we are doing this for your future. This is not for us. We need to work hand in hand. It is not only the parents, the teachers, the community, but you as learner need to understand. Especially, mostly senior high school students are nearing into adulthood. You can understand, I know, you can understand us. Another thing is, please again, be open to your teachers. If you got problems with the modules, got problems with your love life and everything, go directly to your teacher. If you're not confident with your guidance counselor, you go to your teacher advisor. They can help you. And to the community, thank you very much, especially our local government unit and up to the barangay level. Thank you very much for all the assistance that you're given to us in the distribution of modules, in our dissemination campaigns, so we're going to do it. And thank you very much for all the help that you had extended to the Department of Education, especially on the protocol that we need to follow. From time to time, the Department of Health is reminding us, giving us notes, queries, or everything to help us, because we cannot do it alone, the Department of Education. We cannot do it alone without you helping us. And always remember, in our heart and our mind, it's always for the learners, for our youth, not for us, but for them. If we're going to do it correctly, little by little, we can do it. We can achieve everything that we ought to achieve. And our dreams will for sure be achieved. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Ma'am
very
Tess. I think nakay something for Ma'am Tess.
Yeah, we will be giving it to her in a short while after
Okay.
sa atong during our gap. And then yeah, once again thank you ma'am. Daghan kayong salamat ma'am
Thank you very
for
Thank
being
you, Ma'am
with us this
Tess.
afternoon. Lahi ra gyud ang presensya from Dep-ed because we get to enlighten our minds about some
Sayang ako.
certain issues.
Bukat kaya topic kanina. Sayang sa
Oo. But bago na badayan sa unahan, to our viewers via Facebook Live sa atong Heritage Production Facebook page, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share our video. And nasa the official YouTube channel, that's Heritage Productions. And we'll be playing 2 songs. No, bago ta padayon para nga mura bitong debriefer na to after the serious topic that we had with Ma'am Tess. So we'll be playing a cover song, a cover video made by Angel Buenaflor. It only reminds me of you. We'll be back after the 2 songs that we'll be playing. So, yeah.
We'll be back for more.
Yeah.
See you guys. Thank you, Ma'am Tess.
I see you beside me, it's only a dream, vision of what used to be, the laughter, the sorrow, pictures inside, fading to memories. How could I ever let you go? Is it too late to let you know? I tried to run from your side, but each place I hide, it only reminds me of you. When I turn out all the lights, even the night, it only reminds me of you. I needed my freedom, that's what I thought. But I was a fool to believe my heart lied while you cried rivers of tears. But I was too blind to see. How could I ever let you go? Is it too late to let you know? I tried to run from your side, but each place I hide, it only reminds me of you. When I turn out all the lights, even the night, it only reminds me of you. Please come back to me. I'm down on my knees. Boy, can't you see? How could I ever let you go? Is it too late to let you know? I tried to run from your side, but each place I hide, it only reminds me of you. When I turn out all the lights, even the night, it only reminds me of you. I tried to run from your side, but each place I hide, it only reminds me of you. When I turn out all the lights, even the night, it only reminds me of you.
Balik na sita. Good
Balik na.
afternoon. This is, again, for those people who just came in, this is Bisaya Unplugged. This time, we're going to be going to the lighter side of the program, which
Yeah.
is giving you some goodies.
Wow, yes partner, that's true. Andam na sad ta maghatag sa ato ang magbuwag ta K-shirts.
Ganun magbuwagon mo.
Di na tong balik ana partner because we had a very intense discussion. Once again, thank you to Ma'am Tess of the Lapu-Lpau City Division. And yeah, padayon ta. Para nga manghatag ta sa ato ang mga exciting prizes sa atong t-shirt og cellphone load worth 100 pesos.
Okay, before we're gonna start our raffle promo, I wanna see people that are still watching with us.
Yeah.
Please comment down below Bisaya Unplugged, so we would know that you're still watching, and we're gonna be giving away the prizes in a couple of minutes from now. So come on, please comment down below Bisaya Unplugged.
Please comment now.
We are waiting, so
You're
that we're
waiting.
gonna be going to the raffle draw.
Yeah. Please comment Bisaya Unplugged. Right?
And of course, for those guys who are watching, please help share and hit the like button. There we go. I'm hashtag Bisaya Unplugged. There it is already. Thank you so much. Hi to LJ, Juan Nino, Senerpida.
And thank you also si Elaine Nisa and Lileth and Eduardo Valdez. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Ngayong hapon.
There we go.
Hapon.
Casey,
Yeah.
Apa, Mary Antoinette, Duterte,
Wow.
Mariel, Yani Andres.
Daghan na good kayo tao ka na viewers. Thank you kaayo for supporting. So don't forget to hit the share button para nga daghan pa ang makakita, daghan pa ang mutanaw sa ato ang Bisaya Unplugged live session.
Alright, I
Okay.
think we're gonna be giving the shirts already. 5 winners.
Of the Magbuwag Take shirts and of course 2 winners of 100 peso cell phone load.
Okay, let's start with 5 shirts. So we're gonna be giving it immediately. First 5 that will comment.
Yeah, first 5.
First 5 that will comment. It's sa nila comment. Nagunaw pa din.
But anyway, yeah. We want you to comment on experience and how you're coping up with the online learning or the new mode of learning nato.
Alright, as easy as that one, how did you cope up with our new settings when it comes to learning, online learning?
Yeah. So the first 5 will be able to comment. Will have to receive this Magbuwag Take shirt.
Alright.
Okay? Paabot ta sa ato ang mga viewers nga mo comment.
First 5, how did you cope up? Complete sentence, ha?
Yeah. Stricto man kayo si Sir, oy.
Basi magbutang na sa siya cope up.
Yeah. Like tell us about your experience on saan yung maybe you could inject humor, mga funny experiences niyo along the way.
Alright.
Please feel free.
We got our first winner, Kay Sha, by thinking positively always.
Wow, you got your first winner of the Magbuwag Take shirt. Okay?
Okay, the second winner, Mary Antoinette Duterte. Lisod jud ang online class pero with the help of our teachers, nakaya ra jud.
Wow, very optimistic. Thank you very much.
Our third winner,
Okay. We have here Melody Gonser. Coping out the new learning is quite a bit challenging. Kaayo.
uy, walay answer.
Yeah.
Walay answer. Wrong.
Coping up, Melody. Okay, nasad si Shakira, Nicole, Rapi. I cope with the online distance learning by enjoying the lessons.
Okay,
Wow,
Shakira,
enjoy.
Nicole, Rapi, you're the third winner.
Third winner of Magbuwag Take shirt. Last 2 for the t-shirts partner.
Fourth winner, LJ Jund Nino Senerpida. I am coping with my online learning by adjusting to my time and do my task daily.
Wow.
Charlotte.
Time management parts. Scheduling, no? Nga, this comes first, second, third, and so on. And then, nadre I think daghang makarelate ani. The fifth winner of our shirt is Angie or Ange Mendoza. Positive always, even the internet is not stable.
Oh!
Daghan gyud kay makarelate, especially here in the Philippines. Kita, daghan kay internet connection problems. So, mao ka to atong 5 winners of the Magbuwag Take shirts. So for your prizes, kindly PM our official Facebook page, that's Heritage Productions. And moving on sa ato ang duha ka winners for
Yes,
the
yes,
100
yes.
pesos worth of cell phone load.
Alright, but don't you worry guys, we are just in the middle of our episode, so we still got more guests. We're gonna be bringing the lighter side of this topic. We're gonna be bringing children later on. Natin mga kids dire, so magbinata sa tapanag sa partner.
Yeah, that's true, partner.
So, by the way, guys, for those who won already with the raffle draw or a raffle game for this afternoon, please PM sa ato ang Heritage Production page your name, your address, and your phone number.
Okay, that's good. Okay, sige, proceed ta for our 2 winners of the cell phone load. I think ako ning i-pick si Kenneth Ostia. When I kinda get stressed with assessments, I usually stop for a moment and calm myself. If that didn't work, I take a break and play my guitar for a while.
Wow, musikero. Hi to Kenneth Ostia. You won a
100 pesos
Yes.
for cell phone load.
Yes, makapanguyab na ka.
Yeah. Na kay pang load.
O pasa load.
Yeah.
So 50 imuha niya, 50 ipasa sa imuhang
Yeah.
gipanguyaban.
Yeah. Kinsa pa may lain mo answer diha? How are you coping up with the online learning, with the new modality in learning? Paabot pa minsan mga answer para sa atong second winner of the 100 peso cell phone load.
Okay, I'll be choosing one of the best answers
Yeah.
before we're gonna give the last prize. So please, di pa too late. We're gonna be choosing dili balik-balik na answer for the 100 peso load. Come on, it's not too late. Comment down below.
We're still waiting for your responses. Please feel free to comment down, because you might be our second winner of the 100 peso cell phone load.
Thank you. Wala na mo comment.
Oh, reply kang Kenneth. Si Physics Ed Abeliana, akin ang 50 Ken.
Hello.
Aking tunga na daan.
Oh.
Again, for our winners, ito ang raffle draw for the shirts and the loads. Please send a private message to ang Heritage Production Facebook page. Kindly chat or send your name, your address, and your contact number. Okay? We're waiting for more answers.
Okay, but while waiting for more answers, guys, because we still got one more 100 peso load to give.
Yeah.
Feel free again to like, share, and go to our page. Also, like our page, also Heritage Production, and we'll be giving you lots of prizes. We'll be showcasing local talents here at Cebu, and also we'll be talking anything under the sun. Right now, our episode 2 is all about our online or education, our current education learning status right now here at the Philippines and here at Cebu and also in Lapu-Lpau. So, wala pa yun
Wala pa yun yung answer.
One more answer, guys. Come on, one more.
One more. We're waiting for your answers.
Basta-
Sayang kayo, 100 pesos load.
Basta wala mo answer, kaya ako na nang i-load sa akong cellphone.
Okay. We're waiting for more answers. Please don't be shy. Feel free to answer and to comment how are you coping up with the new normal system in education.
Naa si Mariel. I motivate myself always nga kaya ranin ako kay temporary ramani nga situation.
Wow.
Congrats, ma-motivate mong self.
And nakadawat sa kag 100 pesos worth of cell phone load.
Yes, okay ra jud kay lang i-motivate nimo imong self. Ayaw lang permi og like, og love, og heart, og react sa imong kagalingong post.
Anyway, that ends our first set of prizes sa itong mga paukyab karon. So please stay tuned in for more. We have stored a lot of prizes, exciting prizes for you guys. So please keep on watching, keep on sharing our video, hit the like and the heart react. No, let's spread the love.
Like heart ako.
Okay.
And of course, share the video. And if you have time, feel free to visit Heritage Productions webpage and also hit the like and the subscribe
Button.
Subscribe.
Okay. So anyway, bago tabalan sa unahan, later on, we will also have teachers nga may guest na to, teachers from Santo Niño Mactan Montessori. will be interviewed here. Ato sad sila pangayuan sa ilang mga sentimento, sa ilang mga experience, and we'll have more sharings to come. So, we'll be playing a song from Romel Tuico, one of our friends here.
Yep.
And sa mga pinakasikat nga novelty singers here in Cebu with his song, Di Naku Mamugos. We'll be back for more. Stay tuned only here at Bisaya Unplug.
Yeah.
Kung di ka, di ko mamugos. Bahala nag-forever kung mag-antos. Ayaw lang ko intaw hikawi. Ngahigog maun ka, baby. Dugay na kong nangandoy, nangayo sa imong kaluoy. Nga ihatag mo na ang imong gugma. Apan hangtod karon walang gihapon. Unsa kahay akong buhaton, aron ako imong sugton. Pero kung di ka, di ko mamugos. Bahala nag-forever kung mag-antos. Ayaw lang ko intaw hikawi. Ngahigog maun ka, baby. Andam akong magpailo, dili ko magsamok-samok. Andam akong magpaabong, nga kasing-kasing mo muhumo. Apan baya inday hibaw nga naara ko pirmi. Kanunay nga maghulat kanimo nay gugma sa tago. Kung di ka, di ko mamugos. Bahala nag-forever kung mag-antos. Ayaw lang ko intaw hikawi. Ngahigog maun ka, baby. Kung di ka, di ko mamugos. Bahala nag-forever kung mag-antos. Ayaw lang ko hintaw hikawi. Ngahigog maun ka, baby. Ngahigog maun ka, baby. Ngahigog maun ka, baby. Thank you.
And balik sa itong programa, this Bisaya Unplugged via Heritage Productions Facebook page. So once again, bago nato interviewon ang ato ang mga teachers who are with us this afternoon, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share our video. This is our second episode, live episode of Bisaya Unplugged. And once again, I'm Alvin, and together with me is my one and only partner, Zach, right here. The coolest partner ever.
Kulukoy.
Yeah. And a while ago, sa pagsugod sa itong programa, again, our topic for this afternoon's live session is coping up in the new normal system and setup in our education here in the Philippines. And we are very blessed because a while ago, we talked to our parents, sa ato ang mga ginikanan diri sa Santo Niño Mactan Montessori School. And of course, we had an interview with a representative from the Department of Education, Lapu-Lpau City Division, in the person of Ma'am Tess. So, karon padayon ta sa ato ang meaningful, relevant kaayong topic, which is coping up in the new normal. And we have our teachers, ato ang mga...
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, the Charlie's Angels. Ilang fellow teachers, kay maraganggaan sila nga kuan. Si Carla Estrada, Mela, si Dangal, away lang.
Mom she's
Mom she's. Anyway, we have here our teachers from Santo Niño Mactan Montessori School. Round of applause. Yeah.
Alright.
And then, sige, first things first, ato sila nga paila-ilahon.
Ila na lang, your name, your complete name, address, signature.
First lambok.
The name lang, and then what subject perhaps you master or you're currently teaching right now, and your nickname perhaps, and you give some shout-outs to your friends as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hi, good afternoon. I'm Teacher Chastine Ampara. I'm Teacher Chas. I'm handling ABM. So, shout out sa 12 Commitment and 11 Self-Reliance. Good afternoon.
Hello everyone. I'm Teacher May or Miss May. I'm handling General Biology 2. Shout out ko sa akong mga students, grade 11 Resilience, Nobility, and to my advisory class, 12 Excellence.
Wow.
Hello everyone, I'm Teacher Helen Estelier. I'm the English teacher or research teacher for all grade 12 students. So hello Jan, and shout out to my advisory as well for grade 12 gratitude.
Wow. Okay, we already got comments right here from Physics Ed Abeliana, si Miss May Perez. She's her Shakira, Nicole Rapi. Hi, Miss May and Miss Chastine.
Yeah.
Nadya may mga fans.
Big fans.
Bago pa gani 2 minutes na may fans. Samot nang mabot og 1 hour.
Klaro kanina ni additional points ron.
Plus points sa exam.
Wow.
Last 5 na ni si Mariel, si Shakira.
Alright. So, parts without further ado, atong sugdan natong interview.
Sige,
ari na sa serious na sad nga part of this program. So, again, usag gud sa ato mga frontliners as far as education is concerned is our teachers. And it's also good to know, it's also good to listen kung unsa pa nilang sentiments, what are their experiences during the pandemic. So, let's begin. Tell us more about the experience. Tell our viewers what are your experiences in handling your students, especially in the time of the pandemic.
Sa akong experience, especially I'm handling ABM subjects, yung mga students, they're very excited to learn about accounting. And it's not easy to take it online or even in modules because you really have to teach it hands-on. So, I think ang pinaka-struggle is how we can correct the process in doing it. So, kami as teachers, we're not robots naman, pero may pag kailangan talaga mag-reply in the evening, we really spare our personal time para lang talaga maturuan or to correct them in the process. So for me, that's mostly the struggle, connecting with the students and making sure na they really learn the subject.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're handling college students?
Grade 11.
Grade 11. Okay.
Yes.
So you made mention that you can reply or you are
Using your personal time.
Yep, using your personal time to reply to those students with inquiries, questions regarding our subject matter. Did it affect your personal life?
Yeah.
Mostly, pero I really did it out of my passion in teaching din kasi, and then we really understand na mahirap, hindi lang din sa students, pati sa amin teachers, because we have to learn again how to utilize these applications na we can try to make their lives easier in learning. So, kahit mahirap, kakayanin just for the sake of the education of these kids.
Wow, salute.
Ikaw na. Aray na.
Ito.
It's time management. Kailangan ng time management sa amin as a teacher.
That's
For
right.
preparation, for students, mga inquiries, mga they need some help. So, dapat mo reply gid mi nila nga. Walag anytime, unsang orasa, so dapat mo reply gid mi nila.
That's right. And also, there has been a lot of changes then from the previous class setup versus the setup that we have right now. So there are also some changes that we have to adopt. So we really have to relearn, and unlearn things for our students. So if they're making adjustments, we also make some adjustment to make it more convenient for them.
Wow. Okay. How about you, Miss May? Tell us about your experience in handling your classes during the pandemic.
Actually, it's very difficult because I'm handling a specialized subject. I'm handling chemistry, I'm handling general biology. So some of my students nagis like difficulty in understanding the modules, even sa online class niya. We have a limited time to have our discussion man. So what I did, one at a time lang, hinahinay na lang na ako discuss, kung say importante na lang, and then muhatag na lang ko mga notes nila to study more. Okay, discuss pa ito mga lesson nga part. Maghatag ko time.
Okay, I see.
So, luoy ang mga nag-module kay di kay ka-understand gid sa ilang gipangbasa. So I'm having kanang kuan sa mga students, if you have difficulty, pwede rin mo visit sa school or maybe maka-set kog time ninyo para mag one-on-one ng lana if I have a time, kung daghan time pa.
I can really fathom the difficulty when teaching, especially chemistry. Yeah, how do you teach chemistry? My goodness, ang akong may namduman anak kay hydrogen roman.
Listen mo ganito kong spelling sa chemistry.
Yeah, oh. Murag lisod mo ganito sa subton ba? How do you balance equations, or you can nga physical, how much more with the online setup right now? Yeah. And how about you, Miss?
Well, basically, one of the challenges, sige, punta muna tayo dun sa modular students, because not everything that they get from the module, they can easily grasp the information. So, in most cases, students ask questions to us, even over the weekend, So, we really have to address these questions in order for them to understand. So, it's more of, siguro, a two-way communication between the teacher and the student. The problem is, not all students have the means of, have the resources, especially those who doesn't really have gadgets. We also have students who live far from the school, who's coming from different island. Meron kami taga Bohol. In my case, I also have students from Olango. I also have students who live in Busay. So they don't really have that good signal. So these are the challenges that we encounter. And in some cases, medyo may mga changes. But what good thing about this, and I'm very proud of these students, kasi they don't really give up. No, they really have that virtue of resilience that whatever happens, padayon gihapon. So yeah, that's one thing that I really admire them the most.
Wow.
Okay. Since it's been a hot topic nowadays na regarding kanang students, not just students, teachers are also stressed out and almost giving up with their careers or their current enrollment or education right now, even resulting to suicide. Some of it also, not just students, also teachers as well, all thinking of that one. One of my son's teacher actually kanang natula siya na di na siya mo undang yung siya teaching. So what are our secrets, our advice to students and also to teachers as well when it comes to coping up in this new normal that we're having right now?
Siguro it's just breaking the norms, kasi minsan nakala natin na kasi online technology, so it means mahirap siya intindihin, then mahirap siya i-learn. So mas inuuna pa natin yung expectation rather than doing the act itself. So why not give it a chance, give yourself a chance to learn this stuff. And let's appreciate the process as well. Kasi pag hindi talaga natin na-enjoy yung learning process, hindi talaga siya magre-remark sa atin.
So it's about trusting the process.
Yes.
And going along with it and making sure that we cope accordingly as we
Yes.
go through the process and we learn. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, being flexible.
Flexible.
Yes,
Okay.
lahat. Katanan yun siya, flexible lang siya ka sa time, sa imong mga work. You have to, kanang, how do you call that one, kanang, ikaw na lang bahala sa imong time, pag ano sa kamo work sa imong mga modules. O, ikaw na lang, dili sa mo pressure sa mga students.
Yeah.
Yes, kay, kung once mo pressure mi sa students, bombarded na kay sila sa ilang studies, sa ilang mga problem, especially this time of pandemic, no? So, being flexible lang.
That's right. I think for me, challenges is always there. Hindi naman talaga nawawala yung problem. The only way siguro, or yung outlet siguro namin, kami, we always eat, is just eating siguro.
Food is happiness.
Obvious naman.
So, as at after.
So, at least, di ba, once in a while, we try to socialize as well. We look for other venues where we can really release our stress. Kasi when we are affected, although sa students siguro they may see us very strong, but there are times also that kahit sa panaginip namin, no, minsan kasama talaga namin sila. We worry
Gumagawa na ng
about them.
modules sa
That's right.
dreams.
We cannot sleep. We really cannot sleep at night thinking about them. And this is something that we really want to work on mentally and emotionally. That's why we look for outlets sa teacher. But for the students naman, I think, as I always tell them, talk to people. You really have to look for people that you can reach out to, talk to them. Whatever the topic is, at least you have someone to talk to. That's very important.
Yes.
Ako lang siguro,
TikTok.
ako lang siguro partner, no, nobody expected na
This will happen.
this would happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Even COVID-19, wala siya
Yeah.
mag-expect na musika China ni diba? So, there would be a lot of changes. There was and there will always be a lot of changes. Even wala pa yung COVID-19. So, this is our teachers are not perfect. The modules are not yet perfect because nobody expected it as well. There are also mistakes. There are errors as well. So instead of kanang i-bash, i-criticize na to siya ang kanang module baron or kanang wrong grammar baron and baron. Instead of doing that one, why not approach the teacher itself so that we could correct it? Instead of doing negative in this world, do something positive, right?
Yeah. That's true, partner. Importante kaya na on how do we maintain positivity, how they create a positive, in spite of what's happening in the world right now nga, we've been seeing a lot of reports nga namatay, nanaghan na po ang kaso, and sometimes murag malubong bitaw ta tungod sa kadaghan ng mga problema and negativities happening around ba. So I think this is the best time to be positive and to make sure nga we spread positivity instead of hate, instead of negativity. Especially in the side of our teachers, because I can really see it in our teachers kan atong interview and any other teacher nga lahi ra gyud sila gugma para sa ilang profession. Lahi ra gyud gugma. It takes love. Magdamgo na gani ka sa imong estudyante, magdamgo na gani ka sa imong modules. Lahi na gyud na. Gugma na gyud na siya.
As one of my previous psych major teacher told me before, partner na, we could always list down 1,000 reasons to complain.
Yeah.
But when you start listing from scratch reasons how to improve, you feel a lot better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to improve. Instead of complaining, why not add to the solution?
That's right.
So, teachers, before we're gonna leave you kay kibaw ko mga on pa monitor. Yeah, magdamgo pa mo. So, before we're
Hindi mo
gonna
pagrado.
Okay mo grado ka na.
before we're gonna kanang let you go, kanang do you have any advice or shout outs or any messages to students, parents, hi to Dep-ed, any shout outs or any advices?
Sige, I think one advice, I always tell them, I think parang they hear it to me every day, you always have to step your best foot forward in everything that you do. Regardless of the situation, regardless how difficult it is. And the biggest challenge is always given to the greatest soldier. So, if you think that pasan mo ang daigdig. No, that means you are being prepared. You are being, you are being prepared to something great in the future.
Wow.
So, ayun lang.
Oh,
Grabe yun, partner.
grabe no. Pulihin na lang yung Ariel. Or sige go.
This is my favorite quote. Whatever the challenges, whatever the test, do your best, for God will do the rest. Wala na siya.
Okay.
Slambok naman siya.
Ako na, medyo yung advice ko naman, actually, it applies to all, pati sa parents and sa students. Kapag nagre-reach out kaming mga teachers, wag nyo naman kami i-ghost, no? Kasi akala natin sa love life lang may ghosting eh. Pati yung students nawawala minsan eh. So,
Yes.
please open your communications. We're really ready to help and communicate with you. We're here every step of the way. Yun lang talaga yun siya.
Especially with ma'am subject, it's accounting.
Yes.
Business, finance-related subjects. Yeah. So you have to be open. And yeah, the key here is that you have to communicate. I mean, we are given the platform to communicate. We have social media. The thing is, are we really using it to our own advantage?
Yes.
And are really making sure nga we get to deliver the message across to where it is meant to be delivered.
Correct.
And I think this is the best time to use that platform since it's available for us.
Yes.
And lalabi na karon nga we're online, our education is online, this is the best time to learn. No? And to make sure nga kitang tanan maka-go through gid ta ani nga process because sama pa sa giingon ni ma'am ganina, it's trusting the process.
Yes, correct.
Okay?
As what Ma'am Tess said earlier,
Yeah.
I think this would take about 2 to 3 years before we're gonna go back to the normal that we were used to. So instead of complaining, why not accept the fact that this is here already?
Yes.
Muna na siya good.
Embrace the new beginning.
Embrace the new beginning. Embrace your girlfriend. Sorry. Ay, gabi ganina na ta seryoso so dapat katawa-katawa ta gamay. So, embrace the new beginning. Learn to love it because when you're going to be learning to love what you're doing, there's no room for complaining already and walay stress.
Okay.
Daw na stress pero eat.
Eat. Pagilas kaon. Ano mga kita din sa tiyan mo.
Usa ka humba gamay niya, napu ka rice.
Hiyak.
Alright.
Anyway, yes, partner. Once again, thank you to our teachers of Santo Niño Mactan Montessori School.
Anybody to shout out?
Yeah.
Kanang friends, lovers, or girlfriends, students?
Mga co-teachers namin, senior high school, junior high school, and elementary department. Laban lang.
Thank God it's Friday. Hello.
Yes.
Hi to Keisha. Congratulations.
Okay.
Richard.
Okay, so stress-free atong teachers karon kay weekends and di nga naman si Dep-ed no assignment on weekends. Alright, thank you guys. We'll be back for more.
Yes, partner. And bago ta padayon, we'll be playing 2 songs. And first, we're gonna play Char Char by John Venture. And Unta, Ikaw na Lang by Akiko Solon. We'll be back for more only here at Bisaya Unplug.
Thank you, Ma'am Shees. Thank you, sir.
Magselos ko o dili ra mo tawag ko o unya na hagalibog ko pero sige ra kay lagi char-char ta gihatag ko na ang tanan nimo pero ambot unsa imong gusto nganong bisa unsa hindi ko ka move on please tabangi ko di ba ningon ka I love you ikaw ra pag sure di hakla ruhang anong siya imong kauban seryoso tanang binuangan wala ko'y mahimo mo kita. Sana ka si manang nga wako'y paramdam kay di ko ganahan nga mo text pa ka nga murag wala ra kahuwat ragyod ko nimo pero amon unsay imong gusto nga nung bisa unsaon di ko ka move on please tabangi ko di pa ningun ka love you ikaw ra pag-sure di hagla ruang anong siya imong kauban seryoso tanya binuangan wala ko'y mahimo mo palayo na kunimo wala tay tapuson ba kay wala mang yu'y kita moabot agyud ang panahon di natin ka hunahon dili na ko maghandom nga napay ikaw ug ako. Di ba niingon kag I love you ikaw ra wala ko'y mahimo mo palayo na ko nimo wala tay tapuson ba kay wala mang yu'y kita kay wala mang yu'y kita oh kay wala mang yu'y kita.
Unsa may kuwa sa gugmang akong itugyan nga inaniman ang akong gidangatan di ba kaniya lang nagtuyok ang akong kalibutan nganuman nga iya akong gitalikta kung wala ka pa sa akong kiliran mag-unsa na lang ako kung hawang na ang tanan unta ikaw na lang ang gihigugma ko di pa unta masakitan kining kasing-kasing ko unta ikaw na lang ang gitugyanan ning tanan di pa unta magbagho kining kasing-kasing matudluan. Wala pa umpay nasakitan. Kung mahimo lang nga ang gugma ko kapugnan. Wala pa untay nausik ang tanan. Kung ako nasayod lang sa paghigugma mo, di pa unta makawa kining pagbati ko. Unta ikaw na lang ang gihigugma ko, di pa unta masakitan kining kasing-kasing ko. Unta ikaw na lang ang gitugyanan ning tanan, di pa unta mabakho kining akong dughan. Kung nasayran ko palaman, unta ikaw na lang. Dili ko na mapalit ang panahon, apan ako manghinaot nga kita mahatagag higayon. Unta ikaw na lang ang gihigugma ko, di pa unta masakitan kining kasing-kasing ko. Unta ikaw na lang ang gitugyanan ning tanan, di pa unta mabaho kining akong dughan. Kung masayran ko palaman, kung mabalik lamang ang tanan, kung nasayran ko palaman, ta ikaw na lang.
All right, good afternoon, and we are back, and this is still Bisaya Unplug, together with me, Zach, and
Alvin.
All right, we're gonna be going to the lighter side of this program, and we're gonna be giving you some prizes. But
yes.
before we do so, that was, by the way, Char Char by John Ventura, and
Unta ako na lang by Unta ikaw na lang by Akiko Solon.
you know the composer, right?
Yeah, so it's Sir Nino Banyares, ang ato ang chairperson of the Department of Performing Arts here at Santo Niño Mactan College. Yes. Okay, so para ito parts, speaking of the positive side, the lighter side of our program for this afternoon, magparapol na punta og mga shirts. Ako sa kwaon.
Ulo, loko.
Okay. Ato ang mga magbuwag take shirts. And by the way, ang katong unta ikaw na lang is actually one of the official soundtracks of Magbuwag Take.
Oh,
Yes,
now I know.
Yeah, we'll be giving out 5 Magbuwag Take shirts this time for this round, for this set. Okay?
So, because our topic for this afternoon is all about education, online learning, and everything. So let's go to learning itself. All right, our lessons. So, students, be ready. We're gonna be throwing some questions. The first that could answer would win the shirt.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Neil, Alvin, I think, naanad ko ganina, magud si Neil, magud.
Yeah, Neil, manggol, nakaingon ani.
Diin manday ka.
Atong gwapo nga ipi.
Alright. Atong pinakabuutan, o
Yes,
loyal.
pinakaambungan. Unsa pa tanan
Siya na tanan. Nanan niya tanan, actually. Perfect.
With a shout out Neil Yap.
Search sa Facebook.
Alright, anyway, we'll start. We'll be giving questions. Usually, mga trivia ni mga academic-related questions. And the first one who's gonna comment the correct answer will have to receive the Magbuwag Take shirt. Okay? And for our winners, para sa ato ang raffle, sa ato ang mga paukyab, sa atong comment section, pwede gid mo nga mo visit and mo message sa ato ang official Facebook page, Heritage Productions. You have to send your name, your contact number, your address. Okay? So, our first question. Ako hatag partner sa first question.
Go.
Ako na ginahuna ganina. Dagan yung makarelate especially for the high school. Sige. Kinsay makasulti, what is that branch of science that deals with the study of life? Okay? A branch of science that deals with the study of life. It comes from the word bios and logos. Okay?
Ulo ko
Wow. Wow.
Na-pressure na din ko sa akong questions, dude.
Or itong may bawan, partner. Anyway, the first one to comment will have to receive the Magbuwag Take shirt. Again, it is a branch of science that deals with the study of life. Atong pabuton, nanabay ni comments. Okay. So the first one to answer is Marielle. Yeah, that's her name. It's Marielle. Yung answer is biology. That's a correct answer. Bios and logos. You have your Magbuwag Take shirt. Okay.
Alright, congratulations, Marielle. And thank you guys for participating. Shout outs to those who answered. Mary Antoinette Duterte, Hi Ethel, Vicey Rodrigo, Yanni Andres, Avril Malaga, Ronald Vince Ramirez Galasio, Elaine Misa, Mayumi Hishimoto, and the rest of the gang. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and it's never too late to please share and like the video. Yes, our next question is name one girlfriend, complete name. A girlfriend of Dr. Jose Rizal.
Our national hero.
Girlfriend good ha, dili katong char-chara ni Rizal.
Lahi ra ba yun ha? Dapat define good kung ginsa ang in a relationship status ka ng char-chara kutob.
Alright.
Okay.
We're waiting for your answers.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Sige. Here's our second winner of the Magbuwag Take shirt.
Yep, Brittany Finn Almasin. Congratulations, your answer is Josephine Bracken.
Yeah, that's correct
The most famous Josephine Bracken. Alright, congratulations. You won the shirt. Again, if you want to claim your prize, please message our official page, official Facebook page, Heritage Productions, and write down your name, address, and phone number where we could reach you.
Wow, thank you very much. Congratulations sa atong second winner of the Magbuwag Take shirt. Let's now proceed to the third question. Pero actually, nag-loading pa bitaw ko sa nga question ang ilabay. Pero ano na lang, since I'm teaching English, enumerate the 7 parts, the 8 part of speech.
So, ang 8 ganda lang i-type?
8 lang i-type, ha?
Grabe, lisuda, daw ang t-shirt.
The 8 part of speech, come on. Please comment down your answers at the comment section.
Wrong spelling wrong.
Yeah. Strictohon good, puslan, English man.
The 8 parts of speech.
Yes.
Part 1, part 2, part 3.
Habi ito part na.
Alright, come on, comment down below the 8 parts of speech. We're waiting. Wala, nag-research pa.
Okay. Sige, paabot ta. Samtang paabot, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the share button for our official Facebook page, that's Heritage Productions. Okay?
There's an answer already?
Okay, so ang ato ang the first one to comment is Shakira Nicole Rapi. It's noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Okay, you got it right. Congratulations for third winner of the Magbuwag Take shirt. Thank you.
Alright, so again guys, I'm excited sa atong next part because we're gonna be interviewing the children or the kids already. So, ganina bukat na dyan kayo sa kong hard good nga mga tiguang puro kastorya niya, mga seryoso kaayo. Yung mga idaran,
grabe yung tiguang nga
Dili
term.
ka na mga idaran ba? Kanang
idaran.
linghod. Linghod. Oh, yeah, grabe kay kaseryoso ang topic, education. Kaya kay mga bata na pwede na tayo mag-story like Roblox. Sa pamilya ng story mga bata karon. ML, Ana. So, we're here.
Ba't ba mga vloggers po ni sila partner?
What na kibaw sunod? Ato na ilailahon sunod. So, Katong mga classmates, ano nila, stay tuned. We're gonna be interviewing your classmates. So, lingaw-lingaw na siya.
Okay.
My question is, branch of science, what is anything that occupies space and has mass?
Okay. Murag nga itong mga kauban sa students rin kayo, comment na sad sila. Okay. So that's our fourth question for this round.
Yes, we got a winner.
Okay.
Daniel Sampuang. Matter.
That's the correct answer.
Congratulations, Daniel. Na nakay magbuwag ta shirt.
Magbuwag ta case shirt.
Oh.
Okay. And finally,
Last question.
yeah, last question for this round para sa atong fifth winner of the Magbuwag ta case shirt. The question is, who is considered as the first Filipino hero? Okay.
Power Ranger.
Yeah, Power Ranger. Zaido Police Pangkalawakan. Again,
Son
the
Goku.
first hero of the Philippines.
First hero of the Philippines.
Yeah. Di gud mo masaag ani.
First hero.
Yeah.
First hero.
So please comment down your answer. Okay, and we have our winner. It's Mary Antoinette Duterte. Her answer is Lapu-Lapu. Yes, you're correct.
Sakto di ay?
Yes.
Chuki ba actually? Sorry. Sorry naman. Bugo ko ng
The first
history.
hero of the Philippines, the first national hero of the Philippines. So, Mary Antoinette Duterte, you are our fifth winner of the Magbuwag Ta shirt. So, para sa inyong prizes or to claim your prizes, please message our official Facebook page. That's Heritage Productions.
We were talking about a while ago when we were on our gap or our break. Kinsa siya nagpatay ni Lapu-Lapu di ay?
Yeah. Murag ka nang, actually, kuan ka na siya. Daghan kaayo og ka ng basis or daghan kaayo og opinions on it. So, yeah, as much as I would love to give my take on that particular question, okay, kanang, di ko ganan ma-question.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sige guys, so if you know kinsa gyud nagpatay ni Lapu-Lapu, please adto mo sa police station.
I-report dito. Ipa-blatter.
Ipa-blatter palihog kay wa pa jud may kibaw kinsa kapatayan dud karon. Alright guys, so we will be back
for more.
I think we got some kids. We're going to be interviewing some kids on the lighter side, and we're going to be having some fun and know their sides as well. What's their take on the current status of our learning? And of course, we still got prizes, right?
Yeah. Naghan pag napawat, we still have 5 more shirts and 2 winners of 100 peso cell phone loan. Actually, 3 winners of 100 peso cell phone loan.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be back for more. Stay tuned. This is another song for you guys, brought to you by only Bisaya Unplug.
Next song, Tagi.
Muling lalapit ang panaginip, nagbabago ang pagtingin, di mahagilap, mundo'y hindi mahanap, nagtatako, nagnilihim. Tuwing kabilugan, nag-aabang sa buwan, nagbabago ang iyong anyo. Sa iyong pag-ibig, isang laro lamang, nagbabago ang iyong lambing. Kahit na lumalaban ka, ay hindi maiiwasan. Damdamin mong di sanay sa isa, titingin ka rin sa isa, titingin ka rin sa iba. Isa'y hindi sapat, gusto mo ay lahat. 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 Kahit na lumalaban ka, ay hindi maiiwasan. Damdamin mong di sanay sa isa, titingin ka rin sa iba. Kahit na lumalaban ka, ay hindi maiiwasan. Damdamin mo, di sanay sa isa, titingin ka rin sa iba. Isa'y hindi sapat, gusto mo ay lahat. Isa'y hindi sapat, gusto mo ay lahat. Isa'y hindi sapat, gusto mo ay lahat. Isa'y hindi sapat, gusto mo ay
And we're back only here at Bisaya Unplugged. Thank you very much sa ato mga viewers karon, sa ato mga ni-comment, mga ni-share, ni-like, ni-react sa ato ang live video via Heritage Production official Facebook page. And please, ato mga viewers, please do not forget to like the page, to share the video, to react, and pwede good kayo sa mga mo subscribe sa atong official YouTube channel. That's Heritage Productions. Right, partner?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think we're down to our last stretch for this afternoon, so we'd be interviewing the kids, we're going to be giving the prizes. That's why I'm smiling right now, because it's almost the end. We've been here already for 2 hours, and welcome, kids! Di ba? Yes, mo na ganahan ako.
I love the energy, partner. I think maunay wala ganina.
Ay, salamat. Hello, so introduce yourselves. What's your name? What's your nickname? And
You're great.
what your year level or grade level is? Go ahead. Let's start from you.
So, hi guys, I'm Rose Faith Piscos and I'm grade 12 and section NUMS.
Okay.
So, good afternoon everyone. I am Lloyd JC Baclaan. I am a grade 12 student under the STEM strand.
STEM. Okay.
Hi, my name is Miara Canazea D. Tubo. I am from the grade 12 Excellence and I'm 18 years old.
Okay. Okay. Nickname again?
I'm Rose.
Rose.
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Miara.
Miara.
Yes.
Rose, Lloyd, Miara. All right, there we go. Di na to padugay-dugayo na. I think we have some questions to them.
Yes, partner, that's true. First thing that we're gonna ask you guys, simple agad kaayo. In spite of what's happening right now, I think last year February, when it was announced that there will be a lockdown, maybe you were also shocked. Okay, today you're at school, and the following day, okay, you're forced to stay at home. And it seemed like, okay, mura mo gi-quarantine food sa inyo ha. At first siguro maybe it was, maybe happy kay murag indefinite nga kuan, pero for some pod murag naguol sila nga unsaon na lang inyong pag-eskwela and all. First question is, what is your reason, or can you please tell us, tell our viewers why you enrolled this year in spite of the current setup that we have right now?
Lolo.
Yeah. Let's start with Rose. Nagulbaan sila. Yung energy okay.
So, I wasn't supposed to be enrolled this year kay my parents said nga kuan daw it's hard, and I told them nga I need to pursue this because it's like the last year in senior high. So because next year I'll be college, so I don't want to waste the opportunity ba. Even though it's online class, it has its advantages for me also to explore about the internet. That's it.
Okay, well, let's talk about that later. Let's expound on that. Okay, how about you, Lloyd?
Actually, at first, kay wala jud sa akong mind if mo stop ba ko, cause ang ako na jud nasa akong mind is despite of kanang what is happening right now, I need to pursue my education cause I believe nga this is the only key na kanang akong mabuhat para like makatabang ko sa akong family. So kanang wala ra sad kay ko ni kuan sa side niya kanang kanang online class na at first kay murag siguro lisod jud siya hunahon pero kanang if ang imo ra jud ibutang sa imong mind niya kanang mahuman ra jud ni tanan kanang di jud ka dapat mohunong kay murag if you quit mong good, that's the time nga murag ma-fail ka. So I believe nga laban man jud.
Laban.
Hashtag laban. Okay.
Actually, at first, di ko sure nga unsa man gyud mo enroll ko this year or not. Kay pag enroll ako diri nga school, kay late jud kay ko naka-enroll. Maybe it was before the day. So, naka-decide ko nga mo enroll na lang ko kay nakakuha sa ko nga sayang po kaayo ba ang akong na kuan ang bitaw like privilege ko nga ako ra undangon. Although nga dili tanan mga kuan pero ako na lang gi-take ang opportunity kay my parents man sa gi-push sa ko ba nga sige na lang kaya lagi na mo kasi I was thinking in their side of course na jud mga disadvantages maybe takibaw nga mga bayron nun di na mo kaya. So, mao to ning man sila nagpasalig man sila nga it's fine, makaya ra na mo. So go push lang gihapon. Mao to ni balik ko in this school. Yeah, thank God, welcome gyapon ko.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome.
Rose, you made mention you've seen some brighter side when it comes to internet or online class. What are for you in your own personal experience? What are the pros and cons, or what are the advantages and disadvantages of having this online class setup?
For me, online class is like if you're gonna think about it, it's gonna be so stressing. But when you've like in a half of the week, like 2 weeks in the online class, it will be like it will go smoothly kay you're still learning pa man. So it doesn't mean nga ka online class nimo ka na dan ka master na ka everything slowly step by step kay nabadyo uban maglibog unsa sa form like nami forms and how to pass the projects or like quizzes. So magpatulo pag yun we need pa jud guidance, but we are thankful nga ang teachers kay patient di kay sila nga mo guide na mo sa nila ka advantage nga maka-learn me in how to use it in a proper way kay ang uban like kabuang ra. So now maka-discover mi nga it also helps us in our education sa good kanang nami mahibaw-an nga mas advanced good. And the cons pod about the online classes sometimes like you are too into the internet good ba like in front of the gadget. So ako kay masakit jud akong mata like murag lain akong paminaw tungod sa radiation pero kuan lang jud chill lang good if kanang di sa kaya paway lang sa ana sa eyes kay it doesn't mean nga i-push good nimo self kay health is wealth be good. So mo to always lang good balance and think positive.
It's good that you you also made mention about taking good taking good care of our health, especially at this time nga maybe siguro feel na to nga okay, it's more relaxed this time because we're only staying at home we don't have to get out of our houses. But the thing is, with the online setup and learning, managi tendencies na musakit atong mata, musakit atong back usahay because unlike the physical classroom, you can move around, you can always move your body. The different thing is, kung magatubang ra ka og laptop bitaw, and I think that's one of my struggles as a teacher. Murag maupod na ang okay, murag I thought it's going to be relaxed, but mag-cause po siya og kana bitong sakit sa atong lawas and even sa atong mata and sometimes sa atong uo. So it's good nga I hope nga all of the students as well who are watching us now, please take good care of your health because health is wealth.
Also,
it should be a priority.
Also, for partner, for teachers,
for
also,
teachers, yeah.
please take consideration of also the hour spent or the time that your student would be doing in front of the computer. So
that's
give a
true.
break. Dili na to siya pugson nga mahuman or mapugos ang module in a time. So in God's time it will be finished, but in your own will sad and also on the students' will. So also take consideration the rest. Ayaw kay wadwara ang inyong student with yourself.
Okay. Sige.
Go. Yours, the positive and the negative.
So kanang first jud nga akong ma-think nga kanang mas konsa ko sa negative cause kanang we've actually kanang made a research manggod about sa online learning and one of the factor jud nga naka-affect jud sa online learning is first is ang internet connection. So kuan kay since Philippines kay dili jud biya kusog ang internet kanang connectivity diri, so murag struggle jud kay siya sa part sa student especially if mag-data ra ka. Because kanang as ako kay we don't have wifi, so data ra jud siya every day, then kanang dili man sa jud biingon niya kanang nadyoy money ba, so struggle jud kayo if kanang ang pag sa tagani ang kanang expenses sa load. Then another thing is kanang nasad ko yung manghud sad, so kanang struggle sad kay siya when it comes kay example mag online class ko, then example akong manghud kay magsikiat-kiat dira sa kilid or unsay mahitabo dira, so usa po siya sa downside
distractions,
oo ang distractions yun napay uban silingan nga kanang bisan buntag or hapon kay mag-video kay like okay
so hangin tas mga silingan diha.
Hi guys. Pero kana siya. Then when it comes man sad sa kanang positive side kanang actually dili ra pod kanang we're very thankful sad sa Santo Niño Mactan Montessori School because dili ra kayo ingon nga heavy jud kayo ang ilang pagkuan mo sa among online classes because they also take consideration man sad kanang we're very glad jud sa among mga teachers kay kanang dili sa jud mi nila kanang i-pressure bitaw. For example, na sila ihatag nga activity, so naa jud times nga murag magdaghan siya pero ang deadline niya is kanang example ihatag siya Wednesday, so by Saturday agto pa siya ihatag, so kanang murag ang students sad kay murag dili pod siya murag mabombarded ba, dili kayo heavy sa iyaha. So and I think kay murag ang nakaangayan sa online class kay murag di ba dili na ta mo agto sa school, so like nalang ka sa house nimo, so
pwede na ka di maligo.
Pwede actually sakto jud ka sir kay pag first jud na mo kay among class jud pag first sem is 8 AM. Mumata ko kay padung na 8, so di na ako maligo pero bahala na akong dagod dira basta maka-attend na lang ko murag. Di na jud mo dito okay jud kay di man kay wa masimot.
So sa classmate, please badlunga paligua sa siya.
Pero makaligo na ko karon kay ala odto naman ang klase.
Okay, all right. That's good to know. How about you?
Start ko sa negative, sir. Since nag-mention na siya research, nag-research po mi about sa online learning. Pero more on asynchronous to me. So, ang start ko sa negative, kung andyan siya, kanang, napo siya disadvantage in terms of ang focus sa students. Kay dahil factors po like the background noise, ang kanang the environment jud basically kay kana bitaw na mga sugo here and there nya dili ka ka-focus pa. Bisan pag nag-online class ka mismo storyaan pud ka sa tawo sa imong kilid mo ra gyapon nga classroom, pero unlike sa nakas classroom mong good kay mo bitaw you know that this is an educational institution. Kung andyo mo ba kanang you are here to study nana, so ang imong focus gyud kay naa ra gyud sa imong books. Unlike if naka sa balay, there's a lot of temptations bisag mag online class magkaon inana bitaw sir mo imong namurag mo distract bug ka nya naka positive ba ni actually online class is not something new, even asynchronous learning dugay na ni siya sudden lang gyud nga pagkakuan ba mo to ang ako ang positive ni kay like you can learn something kaya ba din ako no nga maka-compare na day ko nya maka naning ka times 2 then how you are usually in school. Kanang sa una sa school mo take notes ra ka or mga kag notes, pero kanang naka sa online class you have to have your own source. Mag-research jud ka nga unsaon man jud ako ni para mas makasabot. So mo akong para positive na ko sir.
And speaking of distractions, partner, I remembered 2 experiences. I've been teaching for almost 3 years, and similar ani nila I've been coping up with the new normal, especially nga online. Also siguro, duha siguro sa mga pinakaliki na kong experience, speaking of distractions. Number one, na ako'y student nga nagpuyo siya bukid. So as in, dunggan ako ang haguro sa hangin kaya nasa sa kahoy. Nagpatong. Yeah, just to, to makasagap sa signal.
Grabe.
That's the first thing. I mean, usay, makakatawa na lang ka, pero murag inana gyud ay ka struggling. And number two, natoy kausay in my English class with grade 8 students in my school. Nagklase ko, nadunggan gyud nako ang background noise, yung mama. Yan nga, kanang, nakabuhi ang baboy. As in, literally, it happened to me. My goodness, inana gyud siya nga level, no? But yeah, okay.
So guys, as what we heard na sa atong mga children, sa atong mga students, children,
Andang nakamahaman pa.
focus. Alright, sa atong students, guys. Ato lang siguro yung ibalik sa roots atong purpose sa atong una unsay purpose nga ng eskwela ta. And why are we teaching also for those teachers? It's for those students to learn. Yes, there are quotas. Yes, there is deadlines. Yes, there is that one. But let's not sacrifice the learning that to be provided or to be learned sa ato ang mga students. Ano na siguro? It's a two-way relationship between parents and students and teachers. So, lang, let's work hand in hand. Let's not be pressured with the deadlines and everything. Let's go back to the roots where is our main goal sa atong pagskwela is makaton.
Ato sang painumduman gyud ang mga silingan. Ay bibidyo Jesus, grabe gyud. Tinuod ba gyud na sa partner. Daghan gyud kayo og mga ingon ana sa og struggles kay kana usahay lagi makasilingan ta usahay og maybe insensitive ba. Unya kanang we hope nga sa setup karon we shall always keep in mind nga na basig na tay mga silingan nga nagklase pa. Maybe di ra ni applicable sa atong mga estudyante but also for our working group, atong working sector nga nagtrabaho nga naka-work from home. It's also good nga we are sensitive enough nga magpaminaw ba and to consider the situation of others.
And also we would like to reach out to also Tiguro sa Lapu-Lpau government.
Yeah.
There are other divisions here in Cebu who made a ordinance when it comes to kanang video key and everything. There are certain time frames, so let's just not mention na lang siguro. But reach out to sa Lapu-Lpau government na if we can, for the sake of the learning of our students and children, maybe we could create or
ordinance,
tweak a little ordinance for that one siguro.
Yeah, that's true. And since na-mention naman nila mga negative side, ilang mga struggles along the way, I think it all boils down to one thing. How are you coping up with the new normal? Like, how are you making sure nga, okay, kana bitang makagamit ra gyapon mo, okay, #laban. Like, how are you doing it? Like, unsaon ninyo pag-cope up with all the stresses, with all the deadlines that you're gonna beat? How are you coping up?
Activities or
anything?
For me, I know that there's a deadline also. But I don't pressure myself kay the more I pressure myself kay more ma-mental block ko ba like no so ano man jud ako pag-answer. So I just take it slowly so kanisa ko unahon. Like time management good siya kay you don't like i-bombarded di mo self ana so no di man kadimo imong answer so kanang take it slow lang good kay wa jud kay kanang positive nga ma-produce if kanang harsh kay ka molihok tanan walay di ka magunahon na unsay ko possible outcomes.
Aside from your online class, what do you do as a leisure to divert your pressure siguro?
I actually have a YouTube channel like I sing.
Promote YouTube channel. Promote.
Okay guys, if you already know me, my YouTube channel is Rosie Piscos and you can subscribe if you have time, you can listen so we can chill.
Wow. Okay.
Sa ako sad is kanang ang kuan jud murag to cope up with this new normal kay kuan jud self-discipline. No, we must have self-discipline like kay ba man jud ta nga, di ba? Like karon kay we're into social media so like while nag-online class ta kay pwede ra man jud kita maka-scroll sa Facebook, sa Instagram. Pero for us nga kanang like dili ta kanang work effective bitag gyapon ang atong online learning kay we must have a self-discipline like most kuan ra ka like mag-surf ra ka sa like mga Facebook nimo or Instagram if like mana ka sa imong online class kay usa man gud sa distraction if kanang if during online class kay di ba imagine walay nagtan-aw nimo ikaw ra naa dira imong teacher kay naa sa kanang eskwelahan or what then unfair pod kayo sa part sa teacher if sila nag-discuss na ikaw nag Facebook ra ka di ba kay actually kanang ako nang gibuhat before pero naka-realize ko nga it's not a good thing di ay.
Yeah.
Then another thing kay ako nga tao is conscious ko kanang very optimistic. So I always remind myself nga despite of what is happening, kaya ra jud ni. I even told my classmates nga, guys, kanang if maglisod na silang maingon jud ko nila nga laban lang like marag ako silang sad i-motivate ba kay lahi ra man jud if naa jud tawo nga mo-motivate nimo, especially karon kay murag kanang everyone is kanang having hard times jud like kita tanan kay lahi tag battles nga giagian then murag atong mga friends pud kay murag kinahanglan pud nila nga nay ma-motivate nila so in order for that to happen kay murag ako silang ingon nga guys kanang if ever man gani di na jud ninyo kaya pahuway lang jud mo pero ayaw jud mo og quit mo jud na akong permi i-remind nila din ako ra jud silang ingnon nga laban lang so sa akong mga classmates dira schoolmates laban lang gid
Tara mo dito. Alright, thank you. That's Rose, Lloyd, and
Miar.
lastly.
How I cope up. Actually, it's not healthy. How I cope up with the new normal. Pero in the morning, I try my best to spend the time with my mother and my friends. Chat-chat lang, sige cellphone. Pero at midnight, diha na ako magnaning og tuon. Take down no. So it's not really healthy, pero that's how I do things. But so far, wala pa man siya wala pa mo ko na-receive na negative feedback sa akong body. So, pero ako din siya undangon kay it's not really healthy like to have an inconsistent sleep schedule. So, as what Rose said, health is wealth. Tapos yun, hunahuna na to nga, ang good things, mga healthy things nga maka-cope up is what we should do. Unya, my mom is a plantita. Wa ko'y choice. Kundi magsige na lang ko, okay, Kai, tabangan ko, asahan na, be. Ato ni ibutang ang tanom diri. She has a lot of, tanom. So, if...
Forest na inyong balay.
Oh, forest legit. Forest legit. So, if ganahan mo palit o...
Sa plugging.
Plugging.
Siya mas
ganahan mo
plugging.
palit o tanom, please DM me.
Magdaghan ka ayo. Okay.
Legit nga barato ra gyud siya. Kaya siya may mo amping.
Yeah. Kaya I think, especially at this time nung nag-pandemic, usa sa mga nakitan nga newfound hobby sa mga tao is planting. Like
Ang ako
gardening. Yeah.
Ako lang, sir, hantod ka no sa kana.
Sobrang na konsumisyon
Tinuod
na kita.
hantod ka no sa kana pagkatanom mo, pagkaplantita.
Nanay mga animals sunod sa inyong balay.
Naano yun, sir? Naano may isda. Naibong na sa koy kung ano na amantay isda. Uy, kay wala lang daw, kay marag mingaw ang mga aquarium.
Amazona siguro ni mga mama sa una. Sa previous
Bilang
life.
major in forestry.
Siguro si
And
Jane.
marine biology.
Siguro si Jane, katong kauban ni Tarzan sa unang panahon.
Sige guys, before we're gonna end this night, this afternoon, shout out to your friends first.
Okay, so shout out ko dira sa akong mga classmates. Pagtarong tarmog tuon dira
Mga saba.
modules. Ay kalimti, so yeah, stay healthy guys.
Yeah.
Shout out ni Patricia, ni Brittany, ni Cheryl, sa kanang ni Charlie, ni Ayan, ni Miss Kisha sad. Hi, Miss Kisha.
Okay. How about you?
Same friends rin ni Sir Kay, barkada ramin duha, pero mo shoutout ako sa ako ra yung nailahan friends. Si Daniel, si Gab, si Afri, si Nicole, si Doris, si Mama Hi. Yeah, si Kuan. Kasi po yung ano na-mention. Si Ethel, my favorite girl.
Wow.
Okay, so padayon ta, raffle draw ta. Simple ra kay mong raffle draw. We'll be giving 3 100 pesos load. Who would comment first? The name of the 3.
The name of the 3. Okay.
Comment the name of the 3.
Ang mga classmate ang una.
Come on, comment down below.
The name of our 3 student guests here. Please comment it down. It's your time to shine. Okay. Para makadawat mo sa atong 100 pesos of worth of cell phone load. Okay.
Come on, comment na. Oh.
Okay. Once again, this is Bisaya Unplug. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and react sa among mga live videos via Heritage Productions Facebook page. And for our winners, sa atong first and second set of raffle draw and mapaukyab sa atong comment section a while ago, please do not forget to message our official Facebook page. Again, that's Heritage Production, and send to us your name, your address, or contact number. And by the way, tonight, we will be showing you or mag-premiere me og usa ka song by Terence Okay. By Terence Ho. Ay yung kanta nga kanang kuan. Okay. Just Joy. Yung himo nga kanta para sa taong naghatag niya joy. And literally the name of the person is Joy.
I think we already have a winner here. Congratulations to Avril Malaga,
Yeah.
Brittany Finn Almacin, and Jerry Boy Gillig.
Wow.
Rose Lloyd and Miera. Thank you so much. Congratulations. You won a 100 peso load.
Yeah.
To wrap things up, partner, siguro, do you happen to have your own wrap up for this insights or for this afternoon?
Yeah. Well, for me, again, mao ni siya atong gi-consider nga one of our caught off guard moments. Wa gid ta nakapangandam, why bisag kinsa nga nakapangandam tungod aning pandemic. But I think the only way to go is for us to move forward. And how do we move forward, especially at this time? Of course, number one, we continue to observe unsay tambag sa gobyerno nato for us to further mitigate the impacts of the pandemic. We shall adopt accordingly sa unsay may mga giset forth nga protocols sa ato ang mga officials, authorities, and kita pod we continue to be resilient as individuals, mapa-estudyante man, ma-teacher man, ma-parent man. I hope we would realize nga education after all allows or requires everyone to participate. Okay? If you wanna raise a child, if you wanna raise a strong child, murag kuan man gud ni siya, mura og kanang it calls us to relive the bayanihan spirit nga we Filipinos are most famous for. Nga kanang di ni mabuhat sa teacher lang, but rather it requires our parents to be here, no, nga mo-guide sa mga bata, and at the same time with the students in their community. Nga after all, we're all in this together. We should realize nga we're all in this together. Nga we shall go through this process even if sometimes it's gonna be painful, but we have to trust the process and we have to learn from this experience so that the next time nga maingon anita, hopefully God forbid dili lang unta, ready na ta.
COVID-20.
Wag naman sana. But anyway, so yeah, that's my take, partner.
All right, for me, as what I said earlier, it's definitely we're gonna go back to our roots.
Yeah.
Learning. For teachers, students, educators, parents, Dep-ed, let's go back to what's the reason why students are enrolling.
Yeah.
And that's to learn. I know we are all under pressure. I know we are all scrutinized by the daily changes of life. But let's see to it that our kids doesn't just know what a gun is, but they know how to fire the gun.
Yeah.
Ano na siguro for me. And to all teachers, kudos to everyone, to our guest for this afternoon. Daghang salamat sa paghatag sa paghahin sa inyong oras o presensya aning among kada Thursday o Friday na episodes. Tuesday and Fridays na episodes.
Yeah.
Daghang salamat kaayo, and hopefully madaghan we will promise you we'll be providing more prizes, more content, more guests. I've heard from our previous meetings that we will be inviting well-known guests for our next episodes. So please stay tuned. Of course, feel free to like and visit our official web page, Facebook page. That's Heritage Productions. We'll be posting updates kinsa among guest, kinsa unsa atong sunod topic, so that you will be updated as well and you will inyong ibakante inyong oras kada alas 2 kung tumumuan ang topic.
And shout out sa atong mga viewers. Thank you very much for supporting us gikan sa pagsugod sa atong programa until this time. Thank you for tuning in. And para sa atong
Thank you ni Neil.
Thank you sa ako ang savior. Sa among mighty EP. Ang maging luluwas sa tanan. Thank you very much, guys. And hope nga pagkita gyapon ta pohon sa maabot nga Tuesday. That's from 2 p.m. until 3:30 or even beyond that.
Until sawa.
Until sawa gyud. Yeah. And we will be talking more relevant topics, mga issues nga dapat nato nga hisugutan gyud nga kanang mga issues that matter to us. Okay?
Thank you so much, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening and good night. In case ita magkita tomorrow, good morning na lang daan. My name is Zach.
And I'm Alvin.
And this is Bisaya Unplugged.
Kanimo ko isabuwag king mga bulak, kanimo ko ihatag ang tanan, kanimo lang ihalad king ugma. Pinangga ko paminawa, ahalang kanimo pusa pamati aking maong awit, sa gumang gihubit gikan sa kasing-kasing ko. Nguni nga puno sa pagmahal, halaran ka sa gumang way utlanan, sa iring nga anggo mako. Di unay ugalang gayon kanimo, gani ang langit nasayon sa mga bituon sa gugma kong matuon. Gipanumpa ko nga himayaon ka, ikaw ning akong dughan nag-inusarag, wanay lain pa. Ikaw ang gugma ko, ikaw ang langit ko, ikaw ang natingban, ikaw ang hinungdan, ikaw ang akong tanan. Kanimo nagtuyo king kalibutang magulanon, kay wala ka nagahulat, intaw na ko sa imong ugma. Kung kanus mo abot, ikaw ra ang nasayo. Bingon mo na unta king nagsangpit sa imong ugma. Andam akong magpaabot sa imong gugma, sa kanunay untag hangpon mo nag sa mga bukton ko, ikaw magpauraray, hinaot pa untang nasa gupon mo na ing matuod kong gugma, kay gipanumpa ko nga himayaon ka.